up the side. Nice job, Zach.
Fly ball, right field, into the night sky. It's gone into the trees.
Gone. How about Chris Stanton's going to score? Auburn wins.
Almost ready for baseball in Jacksonville, Florida. The Tigers are on the field in their blue jerseys, white pants, white letters, orange numerals, and blue caps. Here's the defense behind Chase Alsop. Mason Mainers is in left field. Chris Stanfield in center. Bobby Pierce patrols right. Along the infield, it is Caden Green at third, Cooper Weiss at short, Javon Hernandez at second, Cooper McMurray at first base. Ike Irish drawing the start behind the plate for the fifth consecutive game to start the season. Chase Alsop on the mound, junior from Dothan, right-hander, 6'2", 235, struck out 5 and 4 2/3 innings to start the season a week ago against Eastern Kentucky. Gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, did not walk a batter, and struck out 5, as we mentioned. Career 44 games played. This will be his 10th career start. A career earned run average of 4 3/4. He has given up 44 earned runs in 83 1/3 innings. He has 90 career strikeouts and 50 walks. Jason Caldwell is with us for portions of this game tonight. Jason, good to have you here.
Absolutely, good to be here, and looking forward to this one. You know, after this long day at the ballpark, it's going to be really interesting to see both of these guys on the mound, how they start the game. Chase Alsop, Brody Bragg, both guys that have control issues maybe at times. How they get started tonight, can they throw strikes early and kind of set the tone? That's going to be the story of the game early on.
Both teams have been at the ballpark almost 5 hours. They've been here a while. So Michael Seegers steps in. The first pitch weather forecast brought to you by Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Celebrate responsibly. The first pitch is high for ball 1 as we get underway at 9:28 local time, 9:28 Eastern. 62 degrees, still some clouds in the sky, a higher humidity, and the temperature will fall into the upper 50s, and not much more than that before we're finished here tonight. Alsop lines and delivers and catches the inside corner, high part of the zone for a strike, and that'll even the count to Seegers. Seegers, 5'10", 170, a senior. He's from Wisconsin. 2 for 16 to start the year. Alsop misses up and in. It's 2-1 with a fastball.
Yeah, a little, not surprised. You get a little antsy when you waited this long. And, you know, fastball up. We hadn't seen slider yet. Wonder if they'll start to mix some of those in. He's been a little bit more slider heavy early on in this season.
Delivery. Swung on and missed, and there he was with the slider.
It's honestly been his best pitch so far this season. It's been better than his fastball. He's been a really fastball-heavy guy for the first 2 years. Slider has been really good for him so far.
2 balls, 2 strikes, just underway, top of the first inning, righty-righty. The delivery from Alsop is hit back up the middle. Hernandez dives, can't quite get it. Glove was over the ball, and it's into center field. The 2-2 pitch lined up the middle, and Seegers is aboard. Mentioned he'd only had 2 hits so far through the first 4 games, but he had 1 each in each of the last 2 games. So that's now 3 straight games for Seegers. And now the hottest hitter on the team for Iowa to start the season is Sam Peterson, the left fielder. Peterson has had multi-hit games in all 4 contests to start the year. He is 10 for 16, a homer and 3 RBIs included, and he has stolen 6 bases and has not been caught.
Be really interesting to see if they try to be aggressive on the base pass. I know, obviously, Peterson's been a guy, but Seegers haven't been on base very much. You know, see if they start to try to maybe test Auburn early on in this game.
Fastball misses low to Peterson, a ball and nothing. Hernandez cheats over a few steps towards second against the right-handed hitter. They play him to pull, and holding the runner on, there's a big hole on the right side of the infield. The pitch. Took something off with the slider and found the inside half of the plate for a called strike, 1-1. Virginia winner 5-4 over Wichita State in our first game today in 10 innings. It was back and forth late. There's a throw over to first. Seegers is back sliding head first. Appreciate those of you who have waited, and really appreciate our partners at our radio affiliates throughout the state of Alabama and beyond. The pitch. Fastball swung and missed. And now Alsop ahead, a ball and 2 strikes on Peterson. It takes a lot of flexibility and just waiting for those local radio stations who are waiting to start their side of the broadcast, and we don't take that for granted, so thank you to them. 1-2 pitch, check swing at a slider down and away. He did not go. Appeal, and first base umpire Jason Johnson confirms he didn't go. 2-2 the count. Christopher Tipton is the home plate umpire. Jason Johnson at first. Michael Snover is the second base umpire, and Jason Bradley is down at third. Seegers at first, nobody out, top of the first inning. 2-2 count to Peterson. Alsop, always from the stretch, comes home and hit him. Just did graze him on the leg as the fastball went by, and now 2 are aboard with nobody out here in the first inning. Seegers down to second, and the speedy Peterson is at first.
Yeah, this has been the MO for Chase Alsop really the last couple of years is trying to settle into the game. Most of the time, the damage that has been done on him has been done early. And can you survive it? Can you get out of this without throwing a bunch of pitches? This is a guy that has the most power for this team in Raider Tello.
Tello, another big right-handed hitter. Couple of homers. He has already driven in 8. And the first pitch to him, big swing and a miss at a slider, 0-1. Also appreciate those of you who are watching on the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel. Matt says, Brad, I'll give you $10 to turn the camera around so we can see the field. It's against the rules, Matt. And we follow the rules. Here's the 0-1. Nope, here's a turn and a throw to second. And Seegers is back standing. So the pitch clock resets. Again, the infield shaded over a little toward the left, playing the right-handed hitter to pull. Pitch from Alsop. Swung and fouled off the plate. Rolls over toward the Auburn dugout. It's 0-2.
You're not surprised to see them go slider heavy here. Maybe you try to go fastball up right here to kind of move his eyes a little bit, but I don't think they're going to try to do anything close to the zone for him with a fastball right here.
Top of the first inning, 2 on, nobody out. Ground ball would be big here. The pitch. Missed low, 1-2. Tried to get him to chase. Iowa in the gray jerseys, gray pants, black numerals and letters, gold trim. They have on gold cleats, black helmets. 1-2 pitch. Little bit low, 2-2.
Yeah, this is like the Pittsburgh Pirates from the 1970s look right here with the striped socks going on too.
Tello 6 feet 205 from El Monte, California. And now the 2-2 to Tello. Nope, throw to second. They almost got Seegers. Really good throw by Alsop. Hernandez applied the tag. I think Javon is convinced they got him. But Michael Snover immediately said no. Now the umpires are going to get together. And they will review the play. Well,
the throw definitely was there.
Without question.
I don't know if the tag got quite down as early as it needed to be from Javon Hernandez right there.
These games are streamed. The video is provided by D1 Baseball, Peak Events, D1 Baseball. So the review process, they don't have the same number of camera angles on this setup that you'll find with what we're used to back home. So a couple of the umpires have gone underneath to take a look. Like you said, Jason, the throw was there for sure.
Yeah, you would think this would have to be extremely obvious for this one, and I don't know if it was that much.
Right. Snover was behind Hernandez as Seegers dove back in head first. The count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, top of the first inning. Seegers singled up the middle on a 2-2 pitch, then Peterson was hit by a 2-2 pitch. And now Raider Tello, 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on him. And the review continues. Gives us a chance to remind you that Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at every Auburn Athletics home event. So we continue. Now here they come. The two umpires are back, and he is safe. So the call stands. And the third base umpire, Jason Bradley, stops at the Auburn dugout to explain to Butch Thompson. Quick, cordial conversation, and now he's back in position. Auburn is the home team. They're on the third base side in the dugout. And now we're ready to go. 2-2, the pitch. Little dribbler foul left side. And Iowa working a lot of pitches out of Chase Alsop here in the first inning.
Yeah, ground ball to Cooper Weiss right here would be just what the doctor ordered right now for Auburn to see if they can get a twin killing and try to eliminate some of this traffic on the base pass and try to get out of this.
Alsop again set. They're not holding on the runner at first with a runner also at second, and the pitch misses low and inside, and the count is full to Tello. Tello has not walked this year. He has struck out only 2 times in 18 at-bats, 7 for 18. Pretty important pitch here. Alsop delivers. High fly ball, shallow left field. On comes Mainers. He's got a beat on it. He's got the catch. Nobody can advance. Alsop jammed Tello on the 3-2 pitch, and he just didn't have a lot of sting behind that swing into shallow left field.
Yeah, probably got a little help from Tello there. That probably a little up. That's probably ball 4 that he swings at right there. But being in on the hands, he was able to get away with it. Big first out right there, and see if they can get out of this.
All right, this brings up the cleanup hitter, Davis Kopp. Kopp is 4 for 16. He has a double. He has 4 RBIs. And there's another throw to second. Julie is watching on YouTube from 75-degree Arizona. It'll be close to 75 tomorrow for Auburn's game.
Should be
here
nice.
in Jacksonville.
Should be a good day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, we knock on all the wood we can find.
Without question. Alsop looks to second a couple of times, looks home, runner breaks. Both runners break. There will be no throw. So Seegers has his first stolen base of the year. Peterson moves into scoring position as well. The pitch was low and outside. It's 1-0 to Kopp, and now 2 are in scoring position for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, we talked earlier. Would they try to come out and be aggressive? And they, there they go, put themselves in a really big scoring position right now.
1-0 the count. McMurray comes in at first base. The pitch close, but misses the outside corner. 2-0.
Interesting. It kind of gives you an idea of what Auburn's thinking. You got the corners that are kind of middle point right now for them to potentially maybe try to get this guy at home if they get a ground ball to the corner.
Alsop again ready. His 2-0. Tried the same spot. This time he hit it. Bit of a delayed strike call, but it was a strike. It's 2-1. So Alsop got ahead of Peterson and Tello. Fell behind Kopp, 2-0. It's now 2-1 to the Iowa catcher. Runners lead from second and third. Here's the pitch. Missed low, and it's 3-1.
This is worst case scenario right now for Chase Alsop. You'd like to get out of here after that long delay and kind of get into a groove, and this is anything but a groove so far.
Iowa trying to stake Brody Breck to an early lead. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Missed high, ball 4. So Kopp is on, and the bases are loaded here in the top of the first inning for Reese Moore. Moore is 5 for 9 to start the year. He has 4 doubles. He's driven in 3 runs. And Auburn's pitching coach is out of the dugout for an early visit here with Chase Alsop. The bullpen areas are in foul territory. They're in open foul territory like you see in a lot of minor league ballparks, like you see at LSU as well. It's 321 down the left field line, just 317 to right. It is a low fence in right field for about, I don't know what, 15, 20 feet or so, if that much. And then a larger wall almost all the way out to center field. And there's an angle in right center. It angles back. So Butch Thompson said before the game, he said it plays really big in center field. Chris Stanfield with a ton of room to cover out in center.
Yeah, this kind of, we walked out here last night, it felt like, you know, the old polo grounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a deep center field.
And right field is as deep as center is, right is as shallow. Not as much room for Bobby. Now the first pitch to Moore. Little dribbler right side, it's foul. 0-1 the count to Moore. Moore 5 for 9, did not play in their opener. Had 3 hits against Loras. They played a home game against Loras on Tuesday night. Stretch by Alsop with the bases loaded and the pitch. Strike at the belt, 0-2.
Yes, see if Chase will continue to maybe pitch backwards. Having problems finding that fastball zone. Maybe you throw a few more sliders to kind of try to get some feel back, and we've seen a couple of those early on in the count. Let's see if he goes to it 0-2.
1 out. Runner at every base. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there for Alsop. Moore tried to stop his swing, and he couldn't do it. 3-pitch strikeout for Alsop and a big second out of the inning. There's Blake Guerin. Another righty. Bunch of right-handed bats in this lineup. First pitch to Guerin. Gets away from Irish, but not far enough. Nice job by Ike to pounce on that. It squirted about 10 or 12 feet to his right. So a slider to open the sequence, 1-0 to Guerin. 6'6", 285.
Yeah, this is a you don't see many baseball guys this big.
No.
He looks like Keldrick Falk at the plate.
He's 2 for 16 to start the season.
See if they go fastball in here and try to tie him up with the long arms.
There's a swing and a miss. 1-1. A chance here for Alsop to rip a little of the momentum away. Iowa has loaded the bases here in the top of the first. Now 2 are out. And the 1-1. Strike. No, he didn't get the strike call on the inside corner.
That was the fastball inside. He didn't get it. That was a good pitch.
Guerin able to hold off. So it's 2-1. Seegers at third, Peterson at second, Kopp at first. The delivery. Ground ball off of his foot. He fouled it off of his foot. It's a foul ball at the plate.
Really late call.
Sure was. That ball rolled all the way out to Weiss at short. It'll go down as a strike, and Alsop now 1 strike away from getting out of it. Top of the first. The Auburn faithful getting behind Chase Alsop. Good crowd in the orange and blue here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first, scoreless game. Alsop steps off. Resets the pitch clock. Now we'll do it again. Pitch clock down to 12. Guerin squeezes the bat. Alsop with 6, with 5, delivers. Low. And the count is full. with the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium off in the distance beyond the right field wall. Alsop prepares for a payoff pitch. It's the merry-go-round. Here go the runners from every base. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. Bases loaded, walk to Guerin, and Iowa jumps on the board first. It's 1-0. So the leadoff single by Seegers so far is the only hit of the inning for Iowa. There's been a hit batter, 2 walks.
31 pitches for Chase Alsop.
Yeah.
No matter what happens now,
Yep.
you have basically forced this one into a bullpen game pretty early tonight.
Yep. Number 7 hitter in the lineup, Ben Wilmus. First pitch to him, called strike at the knees, 0-1. And we see John Armstrong and others trot down to the bullpen area. Iowa 1, Auburn 0. Top of the first inning, pitch to Wilmus. Called strike, slider on the outside edge. It's 0-2. One more strike. The stretch, the delivery. Fouled at the plate. And we'll do it again. A leadoff single by Seegers up the middle. A hit batter, a fly out, a walk, a strikeout, and another walk. And that's the inning to this point. Infield back, deep. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase a high fastball on the outer half. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Alsop. He also issued 2 walks and hit a batter. Iowa gets 1 run, only the 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and the Hawkeyes leave them loaded in the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Iowa 1, Auburn coming to bat. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Get comprehensive coverage of every Auburn basketball game right here on the Auburn Sports Network on the Regions Bank postgame show. Analysis, scores, stats, plus an exclusive interview with head coach Bruce Pearl. Regions Bank is proud to be the official bank of the SEC. Don't go anywhere after the final buzzer. Stay tuned for the Regions Bank postgame show only on the Auburn Sports Network.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Iowa gets a run. They stake Brady Brecht to a run. Brecht is the preseason Big Ten Pitcher of the Year. 6'4", 235, right-hander from Ankeny, Iowa. 4 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 6 walks, and 11 strikeouts against Seton Hall. This guy will throw 100, Jason, but he's liable to walk almost as many as he strikes out. Fastball at 100, he'll throw a fastball and a slider. Out of almost 1,500 pitches last year, he threw about 30 that weren't a fastball or slider.
Yeah, he's thrown a change here in kind of pregame warm-ups. He's also thrown one to the backstop, so we'll see how much he decides to use something like that.
Yeah.
We talked to folks from Iowa, and they said, look, his slider's probably his best pitch, even though he throws 100 miles an hour. So we'll see, much like Chase Alsop. Can he find the zone early? That's going to be the key. And for Auburn, how patient can you be early and make him throw strikes? That's going to be the key. Throw
goes down to second. 1-0 Iowa on top. Weiss, Irish, and Pierce. The first 3 due up against Brecht. The defense behind him, Sam Peterson in left, Kyle Huckstorf in center, Ben Wilmus in right. On the infield, Raider Tello at third, Michael Seegers at short, Gabe Mitchell at second, Blake Guerin at first, Davis Kopp is the catcher. All right, Cooper Weiss, 5 for 13, couple of doubles, 4 walks, 2 runs scored. He's driven in 4. Open stance for the right-handed hitter, and the first pitch to Weiss misses outside, 1-0. 1 run on 1 hit and some free bases in the top of the inning for Iowa. Brecht fires. Fastball popped up right side. That is drifting over. It is out of play. It lands 4 rows into the seats.
Yeah, that might have been ball 2. A little more aggressive than I would like to see early on, especially having this delay to make Brody Brecht, throw some strikes and kind of make him earn something first.
Yeah. Pocket watch on YouTube. Where's Jason Caldwell? He's to my left. He's over there. The camera's not you're too far away to be in the camera shot.
It's not a wide angle lens.
I know that breaks your heart too.
I'm just good. I'm good.
1-1 pitch missed outside, 2-1. Weiss, 6 stolen bases. Auburn's been aggressive with him when he's gotten on base. 2 balls and a strike to Auburn's leadoff hitter. Brecht plants, fires, and gets a called strike. That was an off-speed pitch.
That was an off-speed pitch, and we've heard that was his best pitch, and it looked a little bit more easy there for him.
Iowa played 3 separate opponents last weekend. The pitch, swing and a miss. That was the slider again, wasn't it?
It was, and that's the thing. If he can land that slider and make it look like it's there, then there's not a whole lot you can do with a guy throwing 100 miles an hour with a 90-plus mile-an-hour slider. That's why you're going to have to make him work.
Had 109 punch-outs in 77 innings last year. That strikeout of Weiss was the 165th of his career. And this is his 19th career start. He's projected to be one of the early first-round picks here in a few months. First pitch is fouled off into the Auburn dugout, and guys go diving out of the way. That was up and in to Irish. He fouled it off, 0-1.
Yeah, like I said, and a little bit more aggressive than I thought we would see Auburn early on. I know that's what they want to be, but this is a guy that walked 6 and 4 1/3 the last time out.
The wind and the pitch. Ground ball to short. Scoots on out there. Seegers fields and throws, and quickly to her down. So Ike went up there swinging. And now 2 are down for Bobby Pierce. Bobby 4 for 14, a homer and 4 driven in. Iowa played in Charleston, so they've not played, well, you know what, they played Loras at home, and they were joking with us before this game that's what they got. They never play February home games. The weather never cooperates. So they got that one in, and as a result, they traded it for a 3-hour delay tonight. First pitch to Pierce is a called strike, 0-1.
So far, Brody Brecht looks to be in a groove, and that's not great news for Auburn. You'd like to see him struggling some.
He's comfortable to start this one for sure. Big guy delivers. Swing and a miss by Pierce, and it's 0-2. Nobody on, 2 down, bottom of the first, 1-0 Iowa. The pitch. Got him swinging on a slider, and the inning is over. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Brecht, and Auburn goes in order. We go to the second inning in Jacksonville, 1-0 Iowa. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
War Eagle, Butch Thompson here, and we need all of the Auburn family to join On to Victory. Your membership directly supports our student athletes on and off the field and helps us build the best team in the nation. Become a member today.
Be part of Auburn's winning team. Visit ontovictory.com.
By now, your daily routine is probably a little too routine. Don't you want to change? Don't you want to start playing by your own rules and escape the routine so your fantasy becomes reality? Where every night is an adventure, where new flavors are ready to be tasted, where it feels like you're a winner. Take a chance. Reward yourself. Make your routine anything but routine. Escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and WindCreekCasino.com.
War Eagle, Butch Thompson here, and we need all of the Auburn family to join On to Victory. Your membership directly supports our student athletes on and off the field and helps us build the best team in the nation. Become a member today.
Be part of Auburn's winning team. Visit ontovictory.com.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
Thanks for being with us tonight from the home of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. That's a terrific name for a minor league ball club. And catchy here as well. They're popular in this area. 121 Financial Ballpark in Jacksonville. As we mentioned before, you can look beyond the right field wall and see Everbank Stadium, the home of Tank Bigsby and the Jags. And their basketball, or their well, I guess multi-event venue. They've hosted basketball tournaments there, is just the other direction.
Bull riding tonight.
Bull riding tonight, yeah. Well, it's a happening night here in the Sports District. 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Mitchell, Huckstorf, and Seegers for Iowa. Also back to work here in the second. First pitch is a fastball high, 1 ball, no strike. Iowa got a run on a hit, 2 walks, and a hit batter in the first inning. Hawkeyes lead it 1-0 as we get underway here in the second. Mitchell, a left-handed hitter, takes a strike. 1-1. Mitchell 3 for 9, 3 RBIs. He's walked 6 times already. The pitch. Strike at the knees. Fastball, and it's 1-2. Chase has gotten ahead of most of the guys that he's faced here in the early going. He was able to bounce back after a tough second inning against Eastern Kentucky last week and pitch well in the third and fourth, and he gets Mitchell swinging. Gable Mitchell swings and misses at high heat, and that's the 3rd strikeout for Alsop. K-Counter brought to you by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1.
Both Chase Alsop and Auburn could use a quick inning.
Yeah.
Right here. Get back in the dugout, settle in, and see if he can give you some innings now.
It's just the 2nd time this year that Mitchell has struck out. First pitch to Huckstorf is pulled foul on the ground, left side. And it's 0-1. Alsop gets ahead again. Huckstorf, 3 for 12. A homer, 4 driven in. He has struck out a team high 6 times. The 0-1. Strike. No, they called it high. Okay. 1-1 the count. Don't guess, Bradford. Righty. Alsop again delivers, misses down and away with a slider. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, the slider early on has been pretty good, but he's kind of lost the feel for it a little bit. He's got to have that pitch if he wants to be a guy that can get into this game deeper. He's got to find that slider and find it pretty quick.
Nobody on, 1 down, the 2-1 pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 2-2. Top of the second. With 2 strikes, you see Green and Weiss back up a couple of steps. The delivery. Fly ball right center field. That is well hit. Back goes Stanfield. Back goes Pierce. Chris leaps against the wall. Cannot make the catch. It is off the wall. Pierce picks it up. On his way to third is Huckstorf. He slides in with a triple. A 2-2 pitch. Huckstorf teed off on it. It sliced out to right center. Stanfield leaped up against the wall. Could not come away with it. He hit the wall hard. And it kicked off of the wall hard. It ricocheted off that wall with a lot of velocity. And Pierce was able to finally track it down, but not before Huckstorf pulled into third with his first triple of the season.
Yeah, there you go. That's the perfect example right there. Number 9 hitter. I mean, Chase also throws hard, but they got a guy throwing 100 miles an hour. That's not, you're not going to be able to throw that by guys. They've got to be able to find another pitch right now if you're Alsop.
Back to the top of the order, and Seegers, and the first pitch to him misses outside and low, 1-0.
Yeah, he's holding on to the slider, and he is not able to make it even close for those guys to swing at it at the moment. Wind
is blowing out to left. That's going to be a constant, I think, all weekend is wind. Here's the pitch. Fastball low. 2 balls, no strike. 1 out, runner at third. Iowa threatening to add to a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Infield comes in for Auburn. Also fires. Strike at the knees, 2-1. We're going to hold before we announce ball or strike, just to make sure. Christopher Tipton is not in a hurry. 2-1 pitch. Bunted, right side, squeeze play, executed well. The run will come home to score. McMurray goes to second to throw out Seegers, but they executed that as well as they could. The squeeze play, Huckstorf is home, and Iowa leads 2-0.
Yeah, very well executed, and it wasn't a suicide squeeze, safety squeeze, but he got it down, and I mean, even though Auburn was in, he put it in a perfect position, and nothing they could do about it.
Bunted to the right side. McMurray, the only guy that could field it, and he only had 1 play. Hernandez covered the bag, and that's the second out. So the bases are now empty, and Sam Peterson is the batter. Iowa with runs in the first and the second inning. First pitch misses high, 1-0. Also delivers. That is lined into left field, foul. He pulled it just a couple of feet. Peterson narrowly missed extra bases. On the 49th pitch of the night from Chase Olson. The bullpen area is occupied. There's nobody throwing for Auburn at this point. Still very early and just a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, we saw John Armstrong, and it's a loaded right-handed lineup.
Yeah.
He could be a guy that could give you a couple innings tonight.
Pitch misses up and away. It's 2-1. Top of the second, 2-0 in this top 20 showdown. 18th ranked Iowa, 14th ranked Auburn. Alsop comes home. High pop on a slider. Into left center field. Stanfield is there, now has to twist and turn back around and put a last squeeze on it at the end. That ball tried to jump out of the glove, but Stanfield was able to secure the catch for the third out. Iowa gets a run on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's now 2-0 Hawkeyes. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the orthopedic clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the orthopedic clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Enjoy lunch in the butcher shop, brunch on the weekends at Vintage 2298, where the staff raises the bar on service. Private dining and event space is also available. Experience Vintage 2298 this new year.
Brody Brecht needed just 10 pitches to retire Auburn in order in the first inning. It'll be the middle third due up against him here in the second. McMurray, Stanfield, and Hall. 2-0 Iowa leads in the second inning is brought to you by Southern Union. There's a new path to the Plains, and it runs through Southern Union State Community College. Move seamlessly to Auburn to complete a bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently, all at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the Plains. Along with Jason Caldwell, I'm Brad Law from Jacksonville. Quinn Brackeen in our Skyview Auburn Sports Network studios, and really wonderful folks manning the boards at radio stations throughout the state of Alabama and beyond. Cooper McMurray, 1 for 13 to start the season. The one hit was a home run, and there's a high strike to start the at-bat.
Yeah, if he gets that pitch, then there's not a whole lot you can do. That ball was definitely up on a big guy in Cooper McMurray.
Wind in the pitch. Didn't get that call in the exact same spot, wasn't it?
It looked actually a little bit better than the first pitch.
So it all evens out, a ball and a strike. McMurray, big left-handed bat, the pitch. Missed outside with a heater, 2-1. It looks every bit of 100, doesn't it?
It does. And Cooper is one of the more patient hitters that Auburn has, and not surprising. Hey, get him, make him throw some pitches and see what he's got.
McMurray's been hit twice. He's walked 4 times this year. The pitch, swing and a miss on a slider. I think he guessed there.
Yeah, I mean, 2-1 slider from a guy that throws 100. Again, that's been the pitch so far that has given Auburn the most problems and the more swing and miss.
2-2 to Auburn's first baseman. It's on the way. Fouled off, just did get a piece of it. Back to the backstop. McMurray just the one hit, but again, 4 walks. He's been hit twice. He scored 6 runs. That's second most on the team. You know, Auburn's team batting average 13th in the SEC, but they're in the top half in runs scored. They're finding ways to get on base and get around. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. And McMurray is retired, and that is 3 strikeouts to the first 4 batters of the game for Brecht. And now here's Chris Stanfield. Stanfield with 5 hits, tied for second on the team. 5 for 13. A homer, a couple of doubles. He has tripled. First pitch, way outside, 1-0.
Yeah, Auburn needs to get somebody on base to see if they can make him uncomfortable. And I think right now you just got to make him throw some strikes.
Wind in the delivery. Laid, called strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Brecht again, 6-4, winds and fires, misses low and outside, and it's 2-1. Third batter out of the first 5 on which he's been to a 2-ball count. Has not gone to a 3-ball count to anybody yet. Bottom of the second, 2-0. Iowa leads it. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Slider down, 2-2.
Second straight batter, 2-1 slider. He's coming back to that as his go-to pitch right now.
See what he does, 2-2. Brecht. Quick wind, the pitch. Just missed a little high with a slider. That looked pretty good. The count is full, 3-2. Quick walk off the mound. Now he's ready. Pitch clock at 7. Wind up and the delivery. Called strike 3.
It might have been inside corner, but it looked a little inside from a guy that's on the plate.
Yeah.
But he gets the call.
Gets the call. Slider, 3-2. That is 4 strikeouts to start the ball game. He's retired the first 5 that he's faced, and 4 by strikeout. Here's Christian Hall, 1 for 4. For the UAB transfer, the one hit, a home run. See what he gets on the first pitch. He gets a fastball. It missed high, 1-0. Brecht is not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, is he?
No, and it's been the fastball early. Then he comes back with a slider, and that's been his strike pitch.
Pitch to Hall. There's a strike on the inside corner with a fastball, 1-1. Hall has walked 4 times in 2 games. Pitch. High bouncing ball to second. Gloved by Mitchell, and the side is retired. 6 up, 6 down to start the ball game here. We're through 2 in Jacksonville, 2-0. Iowa leads, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
I'm Stuart Vance with the Vance Law Firm, and we're excited to be a proud partner of Auburn Athletics. This Auburn baseball season, the third inning of every home game is sponsored by the Vance Law Firm. We're located right here in Central Alabama and ready to work for you. If you've been injured in a car wreck, let the Vance Law Firm get you the compensation you deserve. Call us today for a free consultation. It's as easy as dialing 3 for me, 333-3333.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
The third inning of tonight's game brought to you by the Vance Law Firm, where the phone number is easy to remember. They say dial 3 for me at the Vance Law Firm. That number 334-333-3333. Tello, Kopp, and Moore, 3-4-5 hitters for Iowa. The Hawkeyes have single runs in the first and the second, and they come to bat in the third against Chase Alsop with a 2-0 lead. Done some radio interviews the last few days and comparing this weekend to how Auburn opened the season 2 years ago in Arlington. Quality opponents. That was Oklahoma, Texas Tech, and Kansas State. First pitch. Misses low. 1 ball, no strikes to Tello. Tello flied out to left his first time. Auburn lost the first game of that season to Oklahoma 3-0. It was a low-scoring game. It was scoreless through 6. And then came back and won a pitcher's duel against Texas Tech the next day. 1-0. Strike on the outside edge to Tello. 1 ball, 1 strike. And then beat Kansas State pretty good on Sunday to finish out that weekend. Team gathered a little momentum in the early part of the schedule in Arlington that year. There's another called strike, same spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tello. Alsop delivers. Way outside. 2-2. 55 pitches for Chase. This year, obviously, Auburn's already had the first weekend at home against Eastern Kentucky, the UAB game this past Tuesday, but really quality competition here this weekend. The pitch. Slow rolling grounder left side, tough play. Green charges, Fields cannot make the transfer, has no play, and Tello is aboard with an infield single to start the third. That's one of those frustrating plays. He did not hit it hard. Topped it. And Green playing back at third with 2 strikes. And against a powerful hitter, had a long way to go to even field that ball. I think the only chance he might have had, Jason, was a barehanded play.
Yeah, and like I said, with 2 strikes, he had backed up, yeah. and I don't think there's any chance at that one. That's just an unfortunate situation where it was a swinging bunt on 2 strikes, and a good pitch did not result in what you would expect from that one right there.
Now Kopp, who walked in the first. First pitch. Called strike. Fastball on the inside corner.
That was not a strike in the first inning.
No.
And now we've seen that the bottom of the second, and now here in the top of the third, that has been a strike for these guys. And if Chase Alsop can get back in there, then you may have a couple more of those situations where you can get a ground ball, which would be huge right now.
Alsop again. Another called strike. Went on the outer half that time. It's 0-2. Second time in 3 innings for the Hawkeyes to get the leadoff man on base. That guy scored in the first. Tello has not attempted a stolen base. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Froze him with a fastball right over the plate. Must have caught him looking for something else. Out number 1 in the third. Strikeout number 4 for Alsop. And now here's Reese Moore. Moore, a strikeout victim in the first inning. 4 of his 5 hits to open the season have been doubles. There's a slider for a called strike. Dropped it right in there. 1 on, 1 out. 2-0 Iowa, top of the 3rd inning. The stretch by Chase. Right-hander from Dothan to the plate. Fouled straight back to the net. No balls, 2 strikes.
You can see, I mean, they want Chase. I mean, Chase has been a guy that's been a high fastball, up in the zone guy. They want him to pitch down, and you can see him now as he's getting a little bit into this game. He's getting a little more sink on the ball, and I mean, that's a must for him.
0-2. Slider, too far down. A waste pitch there, ball and 2 strikes to Moore. Designated hitter for Iowa. Left-handed hitter. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, he went down with a breaking ball and then climbed the ladder with a fastball.
He did. You're right. We were talking about earlier, he changed his eyes, and so he got him looking down in the zone, and then he went back upstairs with a fastball. Really good pitch.
And here's big Blake Guerin. Guerin drew the bases loaded walk to score Iowa's run in the 1st inning. He bats here with a runner at 1st and 2 out here in the 3rd. Tigers trying to keep the Hawkeyes off the scoreboard here in the 3rd. Pitch. Strike. Called. Mostly strikes here in the 3rd. I think Chase has thrown 3 balls here in the 3rd inning. Out of now 13 pitches. Here's the 0-1 to Guerin. Down and away, kicks away from Irish, throw to second, runner goes, and it's thrown into center field. Runner takes off for 3rd. Stanfield's throw is not in time. Ike maybe should have put that one in his pocket.
Yeah, no, I don't know that. I mean, maybe if you're perfect, you make that play, but it would have had to have been exactly perfect, and it wasn't. And yeah, now you put the pressure on again here where, runner on 3rd, 2 outs. Can't have another ball in the dirt. There have been a couple of those already.
It'll be a wild pitch and an error on Irish. 1 ball, 1 strike. The delivery. Missed high. 2-1. A single, back-to-back strikeouts, and then the wild pitch and the error that moved Tello over to 3rd. 2-1 to Guerin. The delivery. Misses low. 3 balls and a strike to the big man. Tello gets his lead from 3rd base. Alsop comes home. Swing and a ground ball foul past 3rd. He was early on the slider. And the count's full.
If you're Auburn, you can't afford to give up too many more here. The way that Brecht is pitching, this is a guy that threw 104 pitches in 4 1/3 his first time out, so he's a guy that's got some stamina.
Stretch by Alsop, payoff pitch. Missed down and away. So Guerin has walked for the 2nd time. That is the 4th walk, no, the 3rd walk issued by Alsop. And they're at the corners with 2 down for Ben Wilmus. Still a chance to get out unscathed if you can get Wilmus here. He struck out to end the 1st.
Yeah, 3 walks, hit batter, wild pitch. Not what you're looking for, from Chase Alsop.
69 pitches here with 2 outs in the 3rd. Pitch. Missed down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Wilmus had shown bunt.
Yeah, John Armstrong starting to probably get loose here again pretty quickly.
See if they send. No, they won't send Guerin. They'd send almost anybody but Guerin.
The only way you do it here is if you try to see if you could steal a run.
Yeah, here's the pitch. There's a strike. Fastball, 1-1 the count. Tello at third, Karen at first. The 1-1. Line caught by Green at third. Diving catch by Caden at third base. He took away a hit. He took away a run. That's our defensive play of the game, brought to you by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites. The reaction time, the concentration to make that, that ball was tattooed.
I think we saw Caden Green make a play like that the other day at third base on a diving grab. He's a really good defensive player. That's why he's in the game in this big ballpark, and it's a run right there.
No runs, 1 hit, one error, and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 2-0. Iowa leads. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
I'm Stuart Vance with the Vance Law Firm, and we're excited to be a proud partner of Auburn Athletics. This Auburn baseball season, the third inning of every home game is sponsored by the Vance Law Firm. We're located right here in Central Alabama and ready to work for you. If you've been injured in a car wreck, let the Vance Law Firm get you the compensation you deserve. Call us today for a free consultation. It's as easy as dialing 3 for me, 333-3333.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
2-0, Auburn trails Iowa. Tigers get their third look at Brecht, or the bottom third of the order anyway, against Brecht. This is Javon Hernandez. First pitch is called a strike. Hernandez looking for his first hit. He's gotten on base other ways. He swings and fouls it off to the net and drops into the Iowa dugout off to the right, 0-2. Righty-righty matchup, and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right side. He waited on the slider there, fouled it off. Still 0-2.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key here. You're not going to try to drive the ball here. You're just going to have to let him provide the power. Make sure you stay back. Try to hit the ball the other way. I think that's going to be the key.
Pitch. Got him swinging. Tried to stop the swing, couldn't do it. Slider gets him. And Hernandez is out number 1 here in the third. 5th strikeout for Brecht through the first 7 hitters. He's gotten 5 strikeouts and 2 groundouts. Now here's Mason Mainers. Mainers 3 for 15 here to open the season. Infielders shift around, play him to pull.
Hey, really good bunter. You try to get something going here.
Pitch misses outside for ball 1, and Tello knows that. Iowa knows that. Tello came in and goes on the edge of the grass.
Yeah, here's one. If you get it past the pitcher on the right side, it's a base hit.
It is, yeah.
And that may be something here.
Here's the pitch. Missed up and away with a slider, 2-0. For the 50-50 split fastball slider from Brecht, he is heavy fastball when behind in a count. So Mainers can start to look a little more for the fastball here, perhaps. The pitch. Missed up and out again, same spot, 3-0.
See if the bottom of this order can do what they did against Eastern Kentucky. They set the table so many times for this team. This is an opportunity right here.
You're right. And they did it as often by drawing walks as they did getting hits. Here's the 3-0 to Mainers. On the way. Low, ball 4. He walked 6 in 4 1/3 last week. That's his first walk, first base runner for Auburn tonight. And here is Caden Green, the guy who made the sensational diving catch to end the top of the inning. Green with a chance to bat here in the bottom of the inning with a runner at first and 1 out. Green 0 for 2. This is his second start of the season. Again, Tello in on the grass at third, and the first pitch misses just a little bit low, 1-0.
Here's the thing. How do you handle traffic? Already stepping back off the mound. Can Auburn be a little aggressive here, or do you say, hey, let's make him start throwing some strikes here with somebody on base?
Working from the stretch, he deals, and he misses low, 2-0.
And they haven't been particularly close either.
No.
And a visit coming pretty quickly.
All right, the entire infield will get together. Brecht has missed with 6 straight after the strikeout to Hernandez. While they do this, we'll update some scores from around the SEC. And it's been an interesting night so far in the league. These scores on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Arkansas and Oregon State are tied at 4 in the bottom of the 8th. Hagen Smith was downright sensational for Arkansas, and then he left the ball game, and Oregon State was able to tie it up. 4-4 that score. They're in the bottom of the 8th in Arlington. Washington State beat Kentucky tonight in Round Rock 6-4. Stony Brook beat LSU in Baton Rouge 5-2. High Point beat Ole Miss in Oxford 7-3. Other SEC teams were winners tonight. We'll give you those updates as we move along. Meeting on the mound is over. Brecht back out there, ready to go back to work against Green. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Missed way inside. It's 3-0.
Here's your recipe. Get runners on base.
Yeah.
Find a way to get on it and make him pitch from the stretch.
12 on the pitch clock as Brecht climbs back on the hill. Big guy comes set. The 3-0 to Green. There's a strike at the knees. Just to get me over fastball, probably 97 or so.
Yeah, this easy toss.
Yeah.
You may take another one here.
Yeah.
With a guy that you feel really good about handling the bat like Caden Green.
One of the last 8 have found the strike zone. So, the pitch. Called strike. High strike call.
Yeah, that's not close.
Caden was ready to toss the bat away. The Auburn dugout can't believe it. Players and coaches alike. And the count's full, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Brecht ready. He fires. Slider called strike 3 on the inside corner.
Yeah, he got a gift, and then he took advantage of it.
6 strikeouts now for Brecht. 2 away in the inning. Back to the top of the order. Second look at him now for Weiss. They play Weiss to pull, and they hold the runner at first. Boy, if you could get one of those 100-mile-an-hour fastballs and just stick the bat out there and poke it into right field, I mean, the right side is wide open. Pitch. Way outside and low, 1-0.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see Mason Mainers here try to, you got lead off up, 2 outs. All right, let's in the head, not have a big lead, but Auburn has done a good job this season of kind of taking some walking leads and see if they try to put a little pressure on here to see if they can get somebody moving.
Mitchell would be covering the bag. That right side would open up even more if you did that. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider diving away from him. 1-1.
And I'm not certain that was a strike.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Down in the zone. That's the thing. They gotta swing at strikes and stay away from those balls down in the zone.
1-1, 2 outs, 2-0 Iowa, bottom of the 3rd. Pitch, ripped foul right side, 1-2.
And this is where you don't want to be. 1-2 against a guy like this, where he has his entire repertoire. This becomes a really, really difficult situation.
Well, after pitching behind in counts a good bit of the inning, he's now ahead. And the 1-2 pitch is on the way. Inside, 2-2, and nearly grazed Weiss on the way by. Cobb has not thrown out. I mean, they've run on him twice this year. Opposition has run against him twice. They've been successful twice. Something to keep in mind as Auburn gets base runners throughout the game. The 2-2 on the way to Weiss. Check swing.
I don't think he went.
He did not go. A very quick confirmation that he did not go from first base umpire Jason Johnson. The pitch was low, and now the count is full.
For Auburn, if nothing else, you have made him feel a little pressure for the first time tonight.
Yep.
And now you're back through the order for the first time. You've had a look at him.
From the stretch, here is the payoff pitch. Way outside, low, gets away from the catcher. Weiss draws a 2-out walk. And now the Tigers have a couple on for Ike Irish. This inning has looked a little more like typical Brody Brecht, hasn't it? 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
It has, and now Ike Irish had the best swing of the day. Yeah, hard ground ball to short. The guy you would want up in this situation is Ike Irish. Let's see if he can evaluate and get a good pitch to swing at and find something early to drive.
Now the left side is wide open. Shortstop Seegers nearly behind the bag at second. Long look at second. Now the pitch home is right through there for a strike, going 1.
Left center, they got shaded a little bit to right field for Ike Irish. Left center and a ton of room out there.
0-1 to Ike. Bouncing ball, back up the middle. It is through, and a run will score. Here comes Mainers. Throw goes into second. They're at the corners with 2 down. Irish with an RBI single. Tigers are on the board. It's 2-1. 0-1 pitch, just a bouncing ball, back up the middle. Seegers was playing toward the bag at second, but it was to the right of the bag between Seegers and Mitchell. Nobody had a play. It's an RBI for Irish. He drives in his 8th run of the year. And the Tigers make Iowa pay for at least one of those 2 walks to this point.
Yeah, looks similar. You make them pay for those mistakes.
Yeah.
Same thing they did to Chase Austin first couple innings. Auburn made it pay. Let's see if Bobby Pierce can really make him pay. Got a chance for a big inning right here if you get one swing. Bobby Pierce has the power. Fastball guy. He'll get a bunch of sliders, I believe.
First pitch to him. Fastball. Low. Ball 1. Pierce struck out to end the first. 2-1 our score. Bottom of the 3rd. Pierce stepped out, now back in. Ball gets away. There's a lot of room in foul ground if he throws one in the dirt. The delivery. That's over there for a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say I might could score if one gets by the catcher here. I'm not going that far, but yeah, you would be pretty safe to assume that somebody's going to score.
Be a close play anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't slide though.
The 1-1. Called strike.
Yeah, that has not been a strike in this entire game, and he's got 2 of those this inning.
But if Bobby was 6'8", maybe.
If he was the Iowa first baseman, maybe.
Yeah.
You're talking about 6'6", yeah. You might get that one, but yeah, that's high, and maybe a little bit outside.
That's a big pitch, though. It turns the count in Brecht's favor here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and last time it was slider heavy with Bobby in this count.
Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Slider checked his swing. Oh, and they don't even appeal. Home plate umpire says he went around. That's a strikeout, and the inning comes to a close. So Auburn's turned away from a big inning, but very important just to get on the board. Tigers are on the board. Auburn really frustrated with the umpire, but they're also fired up. Look at that dugout and the way that they're reacting. Some energy after getting a run on the board. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, 2 Tigers left on base. We move to the 4th. 2-1. Iowa on top, and this is the Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
This year, wouldn't you like to stop feeling self-conscious about your receding hairline or thinning hair and to start feeling confident with the way you look? Millions of men and women around the world trust Hair Grow from New Nordic as an effective way to get thicker-looking hair. Hair Grow is backed by an exclusive U.S. patent and is clinically proven to promote more hair growth. One actual Hair Grow customer writes, "After trying Hair Grow for a month and a half, my hair began to grow and thicken with no breakage when combing or shampooing. My hair is beginning to look great." Another writes, A friend of mine noticed lots of increased hair growth. I couldn't be happier with the results and highly recommend this product for anyone with thin hair. Start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow. Ask for Hair Grow at your local Walgreens or shop online at Amazon.com or NewNordicUSA.com. That's new, N-O-R-D-I-C USA.com. Amazon, or ask for Hair Grow at your local Walgreens. New year, new you, new Nordic.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We move to the fourth inning here in Jacksonville, Florida. Auburn trails Iowa 2-1. Chase Alsop back on the mound for the Tigers. It'll be numbers 8, 9, and 1 in the order for Iowa. Mitchell, Huckstorf, and Seegers. Throughout the season, we'll be talking about hats off number 3. Every time number 3, Chris Stanfield's hat flies off during a game, Jackson Services will donate $100 to the Miracle League of East Alabama. Chris is going to donate some money every time. Chris himself's going to get involved. He's been involved with the Miracle League since he was in 8th grade in Tallahassee. And really cool that Jackson Services is going to get involved in that initiative as well. Mitchell 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Chase Alsop back to work. First pitch, Steve right.
I think he just realized it was 10:30 local time.
Pitch. That's downstairs. Bounced up there, 1-1. Gable Mitchell. Left-handed bat. Alsop to the plate. Missed down and away, 2-1. 75 pitches for Chase.
Big inning right here. You got to run back. This is where you need that quick inning to get back in the dugout, put Breck back on the mound.
John Armstrong is throwing for the Tigers. The pitch. Pop left side, foul ground, long run, Green in foul territory. Now comes Mainers, and he drops it in left field. Nobody able to make the play, and Mitchell winds up at second base.
It's absolutely no man's land.
Yeah.
I mean, you could not have thrown one out there any better. It's the second swing that Chase Alsop, you don't get rewarded for a good pitch.
Yeah, of the 4 hits that Iowa has, 2 of them were really well hit balls. And 2 just found some space. So a runner at second with nobody out. Third time in 4 innings that the Hawkeyes have put the leadoff man on base. Infield comes in at the corners. Pitch is fouled off the hands, right side. Onto the overhang. No balls, 1 strike. And Chase is getting ahead. He is consistently getting ahead.
I wonder if I give him 1 swing and then have him trying to bunt him to third and then try to another squeeze bunt to get a runner in right here.
Let's see, the 0-1. Nope, doesn't square. Takes it a little bit inside, maybe a little low, 1-1. Alsop, 81 pitches last week against Eastern Kentucky. Here's the delivery. Popped up, back, foul territory. That'll get on out of play. Just above us on the overhang, as you could hear.
We got to be alert right here.
There's a gap in between the top of the net and the overhang. At the right angle, it could jump on in here, couldn't it?
It could. Yeah. I'm ready for that one. I'm not ready to run from third though.
The pitch. Oh, that's hard hit back up the middle. That's a hit for Huckstorf. Rounding third is Mitchell. The throw comes in. It is late. Throw goes down to second, and Huckstorf is safe. Oh, my goodness. Auburn can't believe it.
The throw beat him by 4 feet.
Yeah, it beat him by 2 or 3 steps. McMurray and Weiss both immediately were incredulous that Huckstorf was called safe. Here's the deal. It's an RBI for Huckstorf. Mitchell scores a 1-2 pitch. Blasted up the middle.
Yeah, another fastball for the number 9 hitter. That's the second time he has absolutely ripped a fastball.
Yeah. So our second replay review of the night. It'll be 3-1 Iowa regardless. The question is Huckstorf at second with nobody out, or is he the first out of the inning and nobody on base? Second hit of the night for Huckstorf.
The question is going to be, in a broadcast like this,
yeah,
do they have an angle to show the plate and then still be at second base? I'm not certain they're going to have an angle to show it, and my guess is they're not going to have enough to overturn it.
Call on the field was safe. That's the important note. The Auburn player is just as demonstrative as you could be, and the throw, again, in real time, the throw beat him by several feet. Did he get the right foot in before the tag?
No, but it might have gotten in, but it's not on the bag when he's tagged right there. There's no way that he stayed on the bag. He might have beaten the throw, but I don't think he stayed on the bag right there.
Yeah.
Because his foot's past the bag.
He's out.
Yep, slid past the bag, and the tag was able to stay on it.
So there was an angle that showed it. Huckstorf is out. It's a single. And then he's out 8-2 to 6 for the first out of the inning. And that will be the end of the line for Chase Alsop. Yep, there's the call. All right, well, Chase goes 3 1/3. Gives up 3 runs on 5 hits. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, a hit batter, 80 pitches for Chase Alsop, and his night is done. It'll be John Armstrong who comes in as Auburn makes a Bonnie Plants call to the bullpen.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
A leadoff double by Gable Mitchell, followed by an RBI single by Huckstorf up the middle. Huckstorf thrown out trying to take second when the throw came home, and Iowa leads 3-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Auburn makes the call to the bullpen for John Armstrong. 5'11", 223, junior from Harrison High, Marietta, Georgia. 1 appearance this year, an inning and 2/3, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, no hits or runs allowed. That against Eastern Kentucky. He has appeared in 42 games over the last 2 years for the Tigers. That is second most on the team, behind the guy that he just replaced, Chase Alsop. Stranded, the bases loaded in the 7th inning of Saturday's game against Eastern Kentucky, and his Auburn career, a 7-2 record. This is, as we said, his 43rd career appearance. 57 1/3 innings pitched, 58 hits, 31 earned runs, 33 walks, 57 strikeouts, and career batting average against John Armstrong is .270.
If there was a lineup made for John Armstrong, this would be it. 8 of the 9 batters, right-handers. That's normally his sweet spot. If he can locate, and fastballs be good for him, but that frisbee he throws for a slider could be really important tonight, especially against a team that has teed off on some Chase Alsop fastballs. Can he throw that slider and that frisbee up there for strikes?
Before the lineup turned over again, and they got their 3rd look at Alsop, and with Chase at 80 pitches, the change was made. Credit Iowa, they got the leadoff base runner on 3 of the first 4 innings of this game, and 2 of those 3 times that guy came around to score. First pitch low and outside to Seegers, 1-0. Seegers, a squeeze bunt to drive in a run in the 2nd inning. He singled and scored in the 1st. And he takes a strike from Armstrong to even the count at 1-1. Iowa beat Seton Hall 5-2, shut out Ball State 5-0, lost to Lehigh 8-4 down in Charleston last weekend. The pitch, down and in, 2-1. Single runs in the first, second, and fourth for the Hawkeyes. They lead it 3-1. 3 runs on 5 hits. Auburn, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. Off speed, outside corner for strike 2. Seegers bears down, the pitch home, grounded, foul past third. Over into the Auburn bullpen area. And the count stays 2-2. SeatGeek's the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to games or any other live event, SeatGeek's the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. There's a line drive, caught by the second baseman, Hernandez. It was slicing right toward him. Gloved it just above the dirt. So a line out for Seegers on a 2-2 pitch. Armstrong retires the first man he faces here in the 4th inning. 2 away for Sam Peterson. Peterson was hit by a pitch and he flied out to left center. Shift is on against the right-handed hitter. Hernandez directly behind the bag at second. First pitch, fly ball to left. Mainer's in his tracks, barely had to move. Makes the catch, and Armstrong comes in and retires. The first 2 that he faces to end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left for the Hawkeyes. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Now 3-1, Iowa in front. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With Live Sports Radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
Hey, it's Bruce Pearl. When you find a player who's electric, what a game changer. Like the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning truck. It's got the performance you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech like intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, you've got the power to turn them back on. Game changing, that's what I'm talking about. See your local Ford dealer to learn more about the F-150 Lightning. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Back at 121 Financial Ballpark in Jacksonville, Florida, Auburn trying to come from behind here in the bottom of the 4th. Trailing Iowa 3-1. Middle third of the order, McMurray, Stanfield, and Hall against Brecht, who sailed through the first 4 batters that he faced. Auburn was able to manufacture a run, a couple of walks, and then an RBI single last inning. And we'll see what this middle third of the order can do this time. Their second look at Brecht.
I think we saw the key. Try to get somebody on base and make him get out of the stretch. He's much more comfortable from the wind.
First pitch to McMurray. And misses high, ball 1. Cooper, deep in the batter's box, the pitch. Swing and a fly ball to left field. Peterson backs up, makes the catch. Now, McMurray didn't mind trying to go the other way. We know he's got power to the opposite field. Just didn't hit that one on the barrel. 1 down. And here's Chris Stanfield. He was caught looking at a 3rd strike back in the 2nd inning. First pitch, upstairs, 1-0.
Yeah, you know, Auburn's getting ahead in the count just about every time.
Yeah.
I still think patience, make him throw pitches, make him throw multiple strikes.
Pitch to Stanfield. That's a strike at the knees, maybe a little below. Kopp did a good job to bring that one back. Just 54 pitches for Brecht. We're in the 4th inning. 1 out. He's working in a hurry with nobody on base. There's the strike, and it's 1-2. So now he's ahead of Stanfield. Chris looking for his 6th hit of the season. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging.
That slider has been deadly in plus counts for Brody Brecht tonight.
That's 8 strikeouts now for Brecht. 19 for the season. And now Christian Hall, who bounced out to second his first time. First pitch. Right through there, strike 1.
That's 19 for the season in 8, what?
Almost 8 innings.
8 innings,
Yeah.
right at 8 innings, so we're 3 2/3. 8 innings, 19 strikeouts.
Pitch to Hall. Up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He also has 8 walks, but
right.
Hey, hadn't hurt him too much.
No. Given up 2 runs to this point in the season. Just 1 tonight. Pitch to Hall. Check swing. Bouncer back to the pitcher. Brecht tosses to first, and it's an easy inning for Brecht and Iowa. After they put a run on the board in the top of the 4th, they retire Auburn in order in the bottom of the inning. Through 4, it's 3-1 Iowa. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
In SEC sports, the ifs come at you every minute. What if your QB had released the ball a second earlier? What if the head coach hadn't used his last time out? What if your team goes all the way this season? If you love the tradition, if you live for the rivalry, if you can't wait each week for the absolute edge of your seat action, Regions is right there with you as the official bank of the SEC.
Regions can't help you with the F's in sports. Regions helps you embrace the if in life.
Member FDIC.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
It is 3-1 Iowa as we open the 5th inning. Tello, Kopp, and Moore. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up here in the 5th against John Armstrong. He faced 2 batters, got them both out upon coming into the game in the 4th inning. Hey, would your youth baseball or softball team like to be anthem buddies in an Auburn baseball game this season? Well, courtesy of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, your team can do that. They can line up with the Tigers on the field for the national anthem. They're still lining up games, so call the Auburn ticket office, register for a game, get your group tickets, and do that tonight or tomorrow. Do it soon, though, because that lineup will be set soon, and you'll miss out on the opportunity. I know youth baseball season is, youth baseball and softball season are right on the cusp of getting underway.
Yes, and I think there'll be practices happening probably next week.
We got our first practice Monday.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, here is Tello. Tello has singled and flied to left. He's 1 for 2. First pitch, low and outside for ball 1. Auburn, the home team in this game. They'll be the visitors tomorrow against Wichita State, and the home team Sunday against Virginia. There's a ground ball to third, sharply. Green collects and throws, chest high, caught by McMurray for a ground out, and that's how the 5th inning gets underway. 1 down. And here's Davis Kopp. Not to be confused with Davis Cup. Davis Kopp walked and struck out. Chase Alsop, 3 1/3, 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, a wild pitch, and a hit batter. And now John Armstrong has completed 1 inning of relief. Off the right side of the rubber, he fires. It is sliced down the right field line. That is out of play. Off the net. No balls, 1 strike to the Iowa catcher. Kopp is from Valencia, California originally, started out at Utah. Fastball misses.
That's been a strike about 75% of the time.
Yeah, maybe I
maybe
guess
95.
Yeah. Must have been a little higher out, according to the home plate umpire. Pitch grounded to short. Weiss on a big hop, gloves and throws. Knee high, it's caught by McMurray. 2 ground outs to the left side of the infield. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th. Armstrong has retired all 4 that he has faced since coming in.
And that's when you know that John Armstrong has got something going when he gets those ground balls, especially from the righties to the left side or vice versa. Guys are rolling over and he's getting that sink. And right now it's been a good matchup. Here's the only lefty in the lineup for their Hawkeyes.
Moore struck out both times against Alsop, 0 for 2. Reese Moore, first pitch up and in. A ball and no strikes. Moore didn't play in one of their games over the weekend. Still, he'd not struck out coming into tonight's game. There's a breaking ball in for a strike, 1-1. Moore from Van Meter, Iowa. The pitch. Off speed, strike 2. Did not play last year for the Hawkeyes, 6 feet, 205. He's the DH. He'll do some catching for them. 1-2 pitch outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, he started the Sunday game against Lehigh and the Loras game in the midweek behind the plate. The 2-2. Bouncing ball into the shift. Hernandez, short right field. Gloves and throws, and that is 3 pull side ground outs in the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Hawkeyes. It's the first time they've been retired in order in the game. Let's see if that translates offensively in the bottom half of the 5th. Halfway home in Jacksonville. 3-1, Tigers trail Iowa. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for... Aw, Jim.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
We're still on the air.
Hello, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. They say Coke Zero Sugar is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. War Eagle.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings.
Carrier, a proud partner of Auburn Athletics and special needs assistance stations for you. Turn to the experts with Carrier.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
Bottom of the 5th inning here, 3-1, Iowa leads. Brody Brecht has been really about what we expected from the preseason Big Ten Pitcher of the Year. He's given up just the 1 run on 1 hit so far. He's walked 2. He has struck out 8. Javon Hernandez, one of those 8, back in the 3rd inning. Climbs in the batter's box. Brecht to the plate. High pop right side. Drifting foul into the seats. 0-1 the count. 5th inning presented by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino. With 3 Alabama locations in Montgomery, Atmore, and Wetumpka. You can escape every day at Wind Creek Hotel and Casino. Online at windcreek.com. Hernandez has gone up there swinging the pitch. That time he takes. Good decision. It's low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We have reached the 10 o'clock hour back home. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, 1-2. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. The 1-2 to Hernandez, way upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield plays Hernandez to hit the other way. There's an acre and a half in left center field. The pitch inside with the slider. And Hernandez has worked a full count here to start the 5th. Can the Tigers get their first leadoff base runner? The 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Bouncing ball, foul, pass first. Well, that's good bat speed by Hernandez. I thought he'd waited too long to make contact. A late swing on a slider. And the count stays 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Low and outside, he walked him. Terrific at bat by Hernandez to start the 5th. 3rd walk issued by Brecht. And now here is Mainers. Brecht is at 66 pitches with nobody out here in the 5th. Big hole on the right side for Mainers, left-handed hitter, swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Mainers walked in the 3rd. He has scored the only run of the game for the Tigers. But now Brecht is back in the stretch. He had retired 4 in a row. Throw to first, Hernandez is back. Javon 2 for 2 in the stolen base department. Base stealers are 2 for 2 against Kopp this year. Pitch to Mainers. Fouled back and to the left. And now it's 0-2. Third baseman Tello backs up with 2 strikes. 3-1, Iowa leads, bottom of the 5th inning. Opening day of the Jax College Classic. Here's the 0-2 to Mainers. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Single runs in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th for Iowa. Auburn's run in the bottom of the 3rd. Tigers looking for just their 2nd hit of the night. The 1-2 has to wait. Throw to first. Hernandez dives back in head first. There are bodies in the bullpen area for Iowa, but nobody really doing any work down there. Here's the pitch. Little bit low. Mainers took it for ball 2. I think it was a good call. Kopp did a nice job to try to frame it, but it was low. Brecht ready again, he deals. Check swing on a slider. It was diving in toward him, but he couldn't stop his swing, and Mainers is out of there on strike. 9th strikeout of the game for Brecht. And now here's Caden Green. Green 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hall and Irish, the only 2 that have not struck out tonight for the Tigers. Went in on the hands with a fastball. Caden popped it back out of play. 0-1. Brecht gave up just 1 hit last week. The pitch missed outside. 1-1. Top of the order, Cooper Weiss waiting to hit next. Three runs, 5 hits for the Hawkeyes. They've stranded 5. 1 run, 1 hit. Auburn's left 2. Green tried to stop his swing, couldn't do it. Strike 2. A lot of check swings the second time through for the Tigers against Brecht. Recognizing pitches out of the strike zone too late. Here's the 1-2 offering. Got him swinging. That's 10 strikeouts for Brecht. Double-digit strikeouts and back-to-back starts for Brecht to start the season. And now here's Cooper Weiss. Weiss struck out in the first, walked in the third inning. First pitch to the right-hander. Here it is. Way outside, 1-0. Again, the pitch count, not an issue at this point for Brecht. He went over 100 a week ago. He's at 76 here tonight. Runner goes, pitch is high, throw to second is late. It's a stolen base for Hernandez, his third of the year. He sort of hesitated at the beginning. He didn't break at full speed, but was still able to get in there. Base stealers are now 3 for 3 against Kopp this year, and Auburn has Hernandez in scoring position. The pitch was called a strike. So it's 1-1. The 1-1 is low, 2-1. Because tonight's game started so much later than originally scheduled, they've pushed back tomorrow's game by an hour. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball, second baseman playing him to pull. Fields behind the bag at second, throws on to first for the out. Mitchell had him played perfectly. It was hit right back up the middle, but Mitchell was right behind the bag at second. Had to make a long throw, but he did, and that retires the side. So Brecht pitches around the leadoff walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. We played 5, 3-1, Iowa on top. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Get ready to say War Eagle and sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, as Auburn baseball tickets are now on sale for the 2024 season. Don't miss any of the 32 exciting home games at Plainsman Park, as Butch Thompson and your 15th ranked Auburn Tigers are set to host Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ole Miss, and Alabama this season. Opening day on the Plains is set for Friday, February 16th versus Eastern Kentucky. Tickets start at just $12. You can secure yours today at aubtix.com. War Eagle.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Appreciate you being with us tonight, staying up a little late for Auburn baseball. 10 o'clock is it's not that late for a Friday night, right? What else would you rather be doing than staying up with Auburn baseball? Let's finish the thought. Tomorrow's game has been pushed back by an hour, so it was going to be an 11 o'clock Central start tomorrow morning, but they're going to give these teams, they're going to give Auburn an extra hour. And I guess Wichita State gets an extra hour. Their game ended about 3 hours after they had planned. They're going to start at noon Central tomorrow, so we'll be on the air at 11:45 a.m. First pitch in there for a strike to Blake Guerin. 0-1. He walked twice against Alsop. Armstrong has faced 5 batters. He's retired them all. The pitch. Breaking ball missed outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both games, both baseball and basketball tomorrow, will be network broadcast. Here's the pitch. Down and in. 2-1. So the station on which you are hearing the game right now will also have the baseball game tomorrow. And then, of course, men's basketball tomorrow, starting at 4:30 Central at Georgia. Sky to pop fly into foul territory. Irish going to give it a look, and it bounces between the barrier and the first row of seats. There was just barely not enough room. That'd be about 4 rows deep in the seats at Plainsman Park. Maybe more. As it is, it's a second strike to Guerin, 2-2. Iowa leads. Top of the 6th inning. Armstrong to the plate. It's lined underneath the glove of Weiss at short and into left field. Guerin is the first base hit against Armstrong. Came on a 2-2 pitch. Five of their 6 hits have come with 2 strikes. No, all 6 of their hits have come with 2 strikes. And here's Wilmus. First pitch to Wilmus is at the knees for strike 1. Getting ahead, getting to 2 strikes has not been a problem tonight. Iowa's just done a good job. They battled like a top 20 team does. The pitch. Off speed, inside corner. He came back to get it. Good pitch, 0-2.
Good time for one of those John Armstrong ground balls right here.
Yeah. Did you get some good pictures?
A couple of good ones.
Good.
Got a little Javon Hernandez look.
There you go. The delivery. Called strike 3. Got him at the knees. Strikeout for Armstrong. His first. And now here's Gable Mitchell. Mitchell has doubled and scored. He has also struck out. 4 out of 6 innings, Iowa's got the leadoff hitter on base. 2 of those times, that runner has scored the pitch. There's a strike, off speed, outer half. 0-1. Outfield straight away. Pitch. Pop fouled back this way. And nearly came back to get Ike on the ricochet off the net. Hey, if that was 4 feet higher, then we had a shot at it. As it is, it's strike 2. 1 out, 1 on, 3-1 Iowa, top 6. Runner at first is Guerin. The delivery. Little dribbler foul behind the plate, still 0-2. Armstrong throwing nothing but strikes here of late. Huckstorf, the number 9 hitter who has 2 of their hits, waits on deck. How about a ground ball to Hernandez here? Mitchell, a few half swings. White batting gloves. He's ready. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Got him with the off-speed pitch on the outer half again. Back-to-back called 3rd strikes. And now here's Huckstorf. A triple, a run scored, a single, an RBI. The pitch. Little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Huckstorf has absolutely tattooed a couple of fastballs from Chase Alsop. He's been a fastball guy, and number 9 has been the damage guy for them tonight, swinging the bat.
4-game hitting streak. He went 0 for 4 in the opener, but he's hit in 4 straight since. Takes a huge cut at an off-speed pitch, and he came up empty, 1-1. Huckstorf out of Iowa Western Community College, originally Waterford, Wisconsin, 5'10", 180. Those gold cleats. The pitch. Off speed and low, blocked well by Irish to keep Guerin at first base. 2-1. 3 runs, 6 hits now for the Hawkeyes. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the Tigers. Iowa stranded 5, Auburn 3. 2-1 from Armstrong. There's a strike. Fastball, outer half. 2-2. Armstrong trying to strand that leadoff single. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Armstrong ready. He deals. Bouncing ball left side. Weiss gloves a short hop, goes to Hernandez at second. He secures it for the force, and that's the way the inning ends. 6-4 on the force to retire Guerin and the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with our score. Iowa 3, Auburn 1. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate, protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Brody Brecht has been good. He has given up 3 walks in the ball game. He has struck out double digits. He faces Ike Irish to start the inning. Ike swings to the first pitch, grounds out to second. Oh no, he pulled the first baseman off the bag, and Irish is safe at first. How about that? Mitchell, just a routine ground ball, and he threw the ball on the home plate side of first base and yanked Guerin off the bag, and Irish slid in safely.
You know, see if Auburn can take advantage of this. Bobby Pierce has not seen Brody Brecht at all right here, and see if Pierce can make a good swing.
So an error for Mitchell, and Irish is aboard to start the inning. Yeah, Pierce 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Bounces it left side. Third baseman gloves, only 1 play, and that is to first. A close play. Tello able to throw out Pierce. Irish advances to second. 1 away, and Ike's in scoring position for Cooper McMurray. Congratulations, Auburn Gymnastics closed out the home season with a victory over Missouri. Tigers scored a 197.425. 197.425, Missouri a 197 even. First pitch to McMurray. Strike on an off-speed pitch, 0-1.
Chip away. Chip away right here. Get 1 more here, inch back closer, keep the pressure on. I don't think Brody Brecht is going to be a guy that's going to go 9. See if you can chip away right here and get another one.
From the stretch, he looks to second, comes home. Slider down and in. Did he go? No, he did not. It's 1-1. McMurray a strikeout in the second. He flied out to left field in the 4th. Cooper looking for that second hit of the year still. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider. 1-2. Well, you can almost bank on another slider in this spot,
yeah,
can't you?
You know, here's the thing. Cooper McMurray has been a good breaking ball guy. That's short porch in right field. See if he can jump on one right here.
The pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Just couldn't wait on it enough.
Nope. That's the 11th strikeout for Brecht. Matches his total from last week. And here is Chris Stanfield. Brecht, he's at 85 pitches, and if he hadn't thrown over 100 last week, you'd think he's getting close to the end of the line. I mean, there's a right-hander throwing now in the bullpen for Iowa. Pitch to Stanfield. That's in there for a strike. Slider on the inner half, 0-1. Chris is 0 for 2. He's fanned twice. Brecht from the stretch. Misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
We have seen Chris Stanfield show some power at times, and they're playing deep right now. Just get one, find a hole somewhere right here.
Irish dances off second. The 1-1 to Stanfield with 2 outs. Fouled off to the right. It's 1-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Auburn plays Wichita State tomorrow and then Virginia Sunday afternoon. Virginia winner over Wichita in 10 earlier today. Pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Stanfield didn't chase.
Yeah, closing in on 90 pitches right now for Brody Brecht. They're getting somebody loose in the pen, and so this might be it. But it should be good to inch a little bit closer right here.
My glasses aren't enough. Can you make out the number?
I think it's 25.
25. The pitch. Low with a fastball, and the count's full.
Zach Whitlock, junior right-hander.
Iowa has allowed 17 runs all season. 6 of those have come in the 5th and only 10 after that. We're in the 6th here tonight. Here's the delivery. Way outside, ball 4. Excellent at bat from Stanfield. And he claps his hands and points toward the dugout. Stanfield fell behind a ball and 2 strikes and worked the 4th walk of the game issued by Brecht. Can Auburn make them pay for an error and a walk? With the powerful left-handed hitter, Christian Hall. Hall has grounded out a couple of times, a check swinger back to the pitcher, and a ground out to second. The first pitch to Hall. Called strike, 0-1. (3-1) Iowa, bottom 6, 2 on for the Tigers, 2 out, 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Just a different world for him when he throws strike 1.
Yeah.
When he gets ahead, it's a completely different look, completely different everything. Now 0-2 is just try to put one in play.
Pitch to Hall. Here it is. Low, and Brecht fell down. Brecht fell down after throwing the pitch, and he's waving the coaches and trainers off. He's just a little embarrassed, is all, I guess.
Yep, former football guy.
Yeah.
Probably he's used to hitting the ground some, but yeah, I'm just thankful that it wasn't a serious thing. It just front foot slipped out. He rolled with it.
Now 1-2 the count. Pitch to Hall. Oh, he stayed alive. Just got a piece of it at the plate. Irish the runner at second. Stanfield at first. Oh, if you could find a gap.
Yeah, in this ballpark, Chris Stanfield at first, 2 outs.
Yeah. Be a tie game.
Christian Hall's got some power the other way. Left fielder, there's 50, 60 feet of room over his head.
1-2 pitch to Hall on the way. Bouncing ball, back up the middle, base hit. Irish rounds third. He will score on the play. Stanfield goes to third. RBI single Christian Hall. It's a 1-run game again, 3-2.
Heck of a bat right there by Christian Hall. Just battling, gets a pitch out over the plate, doesn't try to do too much with it, right back up the middle. Very similar to Ike Irish.
Auburn cashes in the error to lead off the inning. Stanfield to third. Tigers are battling here in the 6th. And now Javon Hernandez bats with the tying run at third here in the 6th. 91 pitches for Brecht.
I got a good feeling about Javon Hernandez. He's made contact.
Yeah.
As good as bad. He's due. I think we get a good swing here. Base hit.
First pitch. Low, ball one. Chris Stanfield is trying to climb up into the head of Brecht here too. He is way down the line at third. And now here comes a mound visit. And is this just a visit, or might 96 pitches be all for Brecht? We will see. The infield all together. This is the second coach's visit of the game for Iowa. Meanwhile, Butch Thompson and Gabe Gross stand shoulder to shoulder. Both guys have the hands in the pockets of the pullover. A little strategy session. Long meeting on the mound. It's finally over. Brecht stays in the ball game. And Hernandez will climb back into the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. Stanfield at third. Let one get away here.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll take anything right now.
No question. Tying run at third base, bottom of the 6th, top 20 battle. The opening night of the Jax College Classic. Stanfield at third, Hall at first. Pitch. Swing and a miss to the slider. Hernandez went down to chase it. 1-1. All of Javon's swings have been opposite field swings tonight, the pitch. Little dribbler, right side. Brecht over to field, just off the end of the bat, and Brecht fields and underhand tosses to first, and that'll do it for Auburn in the 6th. But the Tigers get one of those runs back. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. It's a 1-run ball game with 3 innings to play here in Jacksonville, Florida. Iowa 3, Auburn 2 as we go to the 7th. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Get ready to say War Eagle and sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game as Auburn baseball tickets are now on sale for the 2024 season. Don't miss any of the 32 exciting home games at Plainsman Park as Butch Thompson and your 15th ranked Auburn Tigers are set to host Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ole Miss, and Alabama this season. Opening day on the Plains is set for Friday, February 16th versus Eastern Kentucky. Tickets start at just $12. You can secure yours today at aubtix.com. War Eagle.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
3-2, Iowa leads Auburn in this top 20 matchup in Jacksonville. Auburn makes a call to the bullpen for freshman Cam Tilley from Newburgh, Indiana. This is game 5 of the season, and it's Cam's 3rd appearance. 6'1", 201, freshman from Castle High. One of the top 75 incoming freshmen in the country, according to Perfect Game. He's made 2 appearances so far, 2 innings, 1 run, 2 hits. No walks, 1 strikeout. Team's 286 against Cam Tilley. That's 2 hits in 2 innings. And both those hits and the run came against Eastern Kentucky. Pitched an inning against UAB Tuesday night with 1 strikeout. He just needed 7 pitches to get through that 1 inning of work. He'll face the top of the order here in Seegers. Armstrong 1 time through the order. He gave up 1 hit, no runs, 1 strikeout, no walks. First pitch, strike 1.
Yeah, you mentioned 3 appearances already. That tells you what they think of Cam Tilley as a true freshman. That guy's already been in 3 games. He's going to be a guy that's going to be a really important part of this bullpen.
Well, they said the same thing about John Armstrong 2 years ago, and that's certainly played out that way. Pitch misses down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Seegers. Seegers is 1 for 2. A single, an RBI, a run scored. He's also lined out. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. Still think back to that Arlington trip 2 years ago, and after the Oklahoma game, first the pitch. Fastball, strike 3. Got him. Right over the plate at the knees. And Tilley strikes out Seegers to start the 7th. And after that Oklahoma game where Armstrong pitched post-game that night, post-game meal, reviewing film, and so on and so forth, and Coach Thompson came over to John and said, you may pitch in 100 games here before you're finished. And you may not get to 100, but certainly they knew the durability. First pitch, breaking ball, and Peterson couldn't stop his swing, 0-1. So Tilley out in front of Peterson. Peterson has flown out a couple of times. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Peterson 10 for 18 to start the season. Multi-hit games in each of the first 4. And that pitch sailed high, 1-1 with a fastball. He's looking for his first hit tonight. Shift is on against him. 3 infielders left side of the infield for the Tigers. Only Cooper McMurray on the right side, the pitch. It's an off-speed pitch that missed a little too far in. 2-1. Righty-righty, Tilley kicks and fires and misses outside. It's 3-1. Armstrong 2 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. He threw 33 pitches, 23 of them for strikes. The 3-1 on the hands and fouled back. Full count to the Iowa left fielder. It's 3-2. Hawkeyes lead, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. Glad you're with us on the Auburn Sports Network. The wind by Tilley and the pitch. Called strike 3. Fastball. Outer half. Low part of the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts, both looking to start the 7th. And the command by the youngster in this spot.
Yeah, to come back from down 3-1, make a couple of pitches like that, it shows you what he's made of.
And here's Tello. Tello is 1 for 3. Big hook, strike 1. Just an overhand hammer from Tilley. Tilley against Tello. The 0-1 pitch. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, fastball slider heavy, very similar to what we saw from Breckman. Not throwing 100, but he can get up there in the mid-90s.
Yep. Shift is on against Tello as well. Hernandez directly behind the bag at second. Off speed, popped up. Shallow right, long run, McMurray back, long run in, Pierce, and it's Bobby. Boy, I thought Bobby didn't see it.
I don't think he saw it for a second.
Yeah.
And then he picked it up pretty quickly.
He picked it up just in the nick of time, and the freshman Tilley retires the side in order. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. 3 up, 3 down, go to Hawkeyes. It's time to stretch in Jacksonville. Auburn trails 3-2. Tigers come to bat when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
By now, your daily routine is probably a little too routine. Don't you want to change? Don't you want to start playing by your own rules and escape the routine so your fantasy becomes reality? Where every night is an adventure, where new flavors are ready to be tasted, where it feels like you're a winner. Take a chance. Reward yourself. Make your routine anything but routine. Escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and WindCreekCasino.com.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Game recap as Auburn trails 3-2 going to the bottom of the 7th. Single runs in the first, the second, the fourth for Iowa. Auburn got single runs in the 3rd and the 6th. Brody Brecht kept the Tigers off balance the first time through the order. In the 3rd inning, though, he gave up a couple of walks, and Auburn made him pitch from the stretch. They were able to get that run across. And now both teams are into the bullpen on this call to the bullpen. Jack Whitlock is the new pitcher for Iowa. Whitlock is out of Cumming, Georgia, 6'2", 210. Junior right-hander. Started out at Eastern Kentucky, redshirted there, went to Hutchinson Community College. And then last year, 19 appearances, 18 in relief for the Hawkeyes. Whitlock is on, and he faces Mason Mainers to start the bottom of the 7th, and the first pitch is inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
He might shut down the Tigers, but you got to like your chances now getting Brody Brecht out of the game and having 9 outs.
Whitlock's fastball, upper 80s. This is a big difference. Check swing, Mainers, it's a strike, 1-1. Mason has walked and scored, and he has struck out.
Yeah, a couple of breaking balls early. Wouldn't be surprised if they go pretty breaking ball heavy with him.
Slider, change. Fastball tops out at 88. Whitlock to the wind, to the plate. Pulled, foul. And you could see Mainer's weight on it, and he was still early. A ball and 2 strikes. 3-2.
There's an opportunity to get one down in the outfield somewhere here. Mason Mainers can really run. You do that, you got a chance to get you one in scoring position right away.
Whitlock's 2nd appearance of the season. He pitched in their game against Seton Hall. The pitch. Off speed, missed outside. Kopp tried to frame it, didn't get the call.
From being down there field level earlier, he does a great job of moving. He has stolen a few tonight, and he almost stole another one.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom 7. Whitlock deals. And misses low and inside, and the count is full. Whitlock against Seton Hall a week ago tonight. 3 2/3 innings, a run on 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He threw 49 pitches in 3 2/3 innings. And now is 3-2 to Mainers. Bouncing ball, foul, pass first.
Yeah, so he followed up then Brecht in the first game.
Yes.
So this feels like hey, we've got 2 opposite looks here. We think about from what Auburn's done on Sundays with lefty, righty. This may be, hey, we're going to go 100 miles an hour. Now we're mid-80s breaking ball and throw the timing off a little bit.
Yep. Mainers looking for his first hit of the ball game. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field. Mainers got it all. We're tied. Mason's first home run as a Tiger ties the game at 3 in the 7th. He launched it over that big, tall right field wall. It's 3-3 in the 7th. Goodbye, Brecht. Brand new ball game. A no-doubter. Auburn's bullpen the advantage of the bullpen being on the field is the guys in the bullpen ran down to be a part of the home run celebration and then sprinted back down to the bullpen area. That's great.
Caleb Freeman here pinch hitting.
All right.
He's been really good from the left side. Great swing there by Mason Mainers. Great at bat by being patient. Caleb Freeman's been a really good from the left side so far.
Caleb Freeman, a pinch hit appearance. He takes a strike.
Probably see him maybe slide to 3rd and Caden Green maybe move to 2nd here.
Okay.
You got some options now. That's one thing. They got a lot of versatile guys in this lineup.
Yeah. Freeman takes. Oh, that's one that Kopp stole.
Yeah. Yes.
It was outside. He brought it back. He got the strike call. 0-2 the count. 3-3 our score on Mason Mainer's solo homer to lead off the bottom of the 7th. 0-2 to Freeman. Check swing. That looked better than the last pitch.
It looked a little bit better than the last pitch.
But we'll take it. That's ball one. The wind, Whitlock's pitch. Off the hands, jammed him, popped up left side. It'll stay in play, and the third baseman over near the wall, Tello, makes the catch. That is a function of so much foul territory here.
That's your minor league ballpark.
Yep.
Here, where you have so much room. You're right. That's a foul ball most everywhere Auburn plays.
So Freeman is retired, and now at the top of the order, and Cooper Weiss. Weiss against Brecht, grounded out, walked, and struck out. Now his first look at Whitlock. Holds the ball in front of his face, goes into the wind, plants and fires. And it's low. A ball and nothing to the Auburn shortstop.
Yeah, I wonder if you get Cooper Weiss on here. I don't imagine they'll let him face Ike Irish. This may be, hey, you get this guy, you got one more.
There's a lefty throwing for the Hawkeyes. Pitch to Weiss, off speed, that floats in there for strike one.
Keyword is floats.
Mm-hmm. Well, after you watch Brecht, 80 looks like 60.
It does, and I think that's the whole plan.
Yep. 1-1. Weiss, high chopper they had him played perfectly. Right behind the bag at second where the second baseman was positioned, Mitchell. Fields it like a routine ground ball and throws out Weiss.
It's the second time Cooper Weiss has been robbed of a base hit because of positioning.
Yep. Which shows why the positioning is
absolutely
the right call.
Great job right there.
Now here's Irish, and let's see.
Yeah, I think as long as, one base runner on, I think they take him out.
Yeah.
I think they leave him in now.
All right. Irish has a hit tonight. He has scored a run. The pitch, low. 1 ball, no strikes.
That also shows you how they're going to approach this at bat, too. I don't know that they're going to be trying to hang anything over the middle of the plate.
Good point.
Center fielder is in the end zone of Everbank Stadium.
Pitch is hammered foul back. 1-1. He's playing deep is what you're saying, right?
Yes, that would be an understatement.
Oh, man, the room in left center.
I mean, you hit a blooper to center field. It's a double right now where that center fielder's playing.
That's right. 2 outs, a ball and a strike to Irish. Tie game, the pitch. Way outside, 2-1.
And this is a deep place. He's probably playing 400 feet from home plate right now. At least 390.
Yeah. We'd flip the camera around and show you if we could, but can't do it. 2-1 pitch. That's low, 3-1 to Irish. They're definitely not missing high to him, are they?
I think, and away.
Yeah.
With that pull side, I think they just saw, look, nothing he can turn on. I think they feel like, hey, Bobby Pierce breaking stuff, we'll take our chances there. I would be surprised if this one's anywhere close to the middle half of the plate.
3-1 delivery. Nope, low and outside was never close. So Irish draws a 2-out walk. They were careful with him, clearly. And now Pierce gets a chance. Bottom of the 7th inning, 3-3 our score. Mainers led off the inning with a solo homer, crushed to right. Now Irish on with 2 outs.
Bobby Pierce has got to be the happiest person here because he has not had a good night at the plate off Brecht. You're happy to see somebody need.
Whitlock's pitch. Nowhere close, down and away.
Right now the same thing holds true. Make him throw one over the heart of the plate and don't help him out any at all.
I don't think they want to get to the lefty McMurray.
I don't think, no, that's where you definitely see a lefty then.
Yeah. Now time called and a player visit as the catcher Kopp goes out to talk to Whitlock. Again, Brecht went the first 6 innings. He threw 99 pitches, 60 of them for strikes. He struck out 11. Gave up 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits. He walked 4 and struck out 11. in those 6 innings.
You got to give credit to this Auburn team for just hanging around.
Yep.
It started off terribly. To hang around, keep scratching. Hey, could have had a couple opportunities to score. Cooper Weiss with runners on you had a couple of those opportunities. Now you clawed back to tie it up, and now a chance to try to do some 2-out damage.
Yep. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch to Pierce. Bobby swings and hammers one to right center. That's got some carry. That ball is gone! Pierce with a 2-run homer to right center. Auburn leads 5-3. Bobby barrels. His second home run of the season, RBIs 5 and 6. And the Tigers snatch the lead away here in the 7th, 5-3.
Well, we talked about it. You got a pitch right over the heart of the plate. Bobby Pierce, strongest player on this team in terms of bat speed, and he did not miss that one. Drove it opposite field over a 15-foot high wall. Huge at bat.
And now here's McMurray. Oh, he was trying to do it again, and he fouled it off the catcher. 0-1 the count. Cooper was trying to join the home run party. Nothing in 1 the count, and they're sticking with Whitlock. 2 homers in the inning. Mainers and Pierce. The delivery. That's an off-speed pitch in there for strike 2. McMurray 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts and a flyout, but that was against Brecht. Whitlock from the wide, his 0-2. Outside, 1-2 the count. Too far off the plate. The first crooked number of the night on the board. 3 runs here in the 7th for Auburn. 5-3, Tigers lead. Whitlock to the plate. Fly ball, hammered foul. Goodness gracious. That was an off-speed pitch. Cooper was way out in front. Really good swing, but just massively early. Still a ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn first baseman. 5-3, Tigers. Wind in the pitch. Off speed, fouled off to the left, out of play. Still 1-2. Conecuh Sausage is the official sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is a game day favorite, always great on the grill. Pick up a pack at your local grocery store or visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, off I-65, exit 96. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, Auburn leads 5-3. Whitlock, the righty, comes home and misses high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's amazing what one swing can do.
Yeah.
The entire energy around the team that they played. Obviously a different guy on the mound too, but you can see it much more comfortable, much more aggressive now for this Auburn team.
Again, Whitlock delivers, and he misses low and inside. McMurray does this as well as anybody on the team.
Yeah.
Fall behind, but still be patient. Doesn't compromise the strike zone.
And the other part of this is too, slider's very good, but when you don't have 100, all of a sudden you don't have to worry about getting so early. So now they can sit back and wait and not have to worry about being a fastball.
That's a good point. Chris Stanfield would be next. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch to McMurray. Here it is. Fly ball, right center. It will get down. Center fielder Huckstorf was playing very deep, and that ball got down in deep right center field in front of him. Base hit McMurray. He's at first with 2 outs. I think if Huckstorf has to do that over again, he breaks a little faster on the ball.
Or he plays at the 10 or 15. Yeah. He was, at least get outside the red zone right there.
He was in the end zone again.
He is still there.
Yeah.
He has not moved very much. I mean, no doubles to the extreme here.
Yeah. All right, a 2-out base hit for the Tigers. Here's Chris Stanfield, and he slices one off to the right side. And he's shaking his head at that. He thought he had a good one to drive there. 0-1 to Stanfield. 7th man to bat for the Tigers here in the 7th. Chris has walked and he has struck out twice, but again, that was against Brecht. Tigers have done some work here against Whitlock. Stretch, and the right-handed reliever's delivery is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Again, you see the opportunity to be patient and to let the pitch get a little depth. You're not afforded that with Brody Brecht. You're now afforded that with this guy on the mound.
Big hole on the right side, pretty big hole up the middle as well. And the pitch. That's through there for strike 2 to Stanfield. 1-2.
Baseballs all over the field out here. Right field, no
away
to play. They got balls everywhere.
Well, the bullpen catcher
is almost in fair territory.
Yeah, he's got like a knee in fair territory. There's a right-hander throwing for them. The pitch. Stanfield pulls one down the line and left. That's going to get down. That'll be extra bases. McMurray races for third. He's held up there. It's a double for Chris Stanfield. The beat goes on for the Tigers in the 7th inning. It's the 3rd double of the season for Stanfield, and they're at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. And how much longer will they keep on riding with Whitlock?
I think this is it. Christian Hall's due up. I would be shocked if you don't have the lefty coming in now, but he hasn't been throwing. He hasn't thrown in quite a while, to be quite honest. They've been going with the righty, and I mean, even now, you still have to make a move, I believe.
I don't think they're going to. Hall's been announced. Yeah, they're going to keep going with Whitlock.
Really surprised.
No, maybe not.
I'll be really surprised. Christian Hall's been done a good job at sitting on the breaking ball, and this is a breaking ball guy.
Yeah. Slow walk to the mound. But I think you're right, Jason. I think it's going to be another right-hander.
Yeah, the lefty has not thrown in a while. It looks like we're going to have 6.
Is that Zach Volker? Even with my glasses, I can't tell. Yeah, I think that's 6. It's either 5 or 6.
I think it's 6.
Right, but that'll be Volker.
Hadn't
made the move yet.
He's looking that way. I think he's waiting.
He is going to make the home plate umpire come out and hurry it along. You get 30 seconds for these meetings. That should be it. Chris Stanfield at 2nd, Cooper McMurray at 3rd. They're not?
Yes. Maybe. Nope, yeah.
There it is.
He waited till about 42 seconds.
I'm telling you, they gave him a long time to make that call. So there is the call, and Auburn just did a tremendous job after they chased Brecht from the game against Jack Whitlock here in the 7th inning. 2 homers, 2 other hits. Tigers have them at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs, and Christian Hall coming up to face a right-handed reliever as Iowa makes the Berkshire Hathaway call to the bullpen.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Zach Volker, another right-hander, is on for Iowa here in the bottom of the 7th. Auburn leads 5-3, and the Tigers have 2 in scoring position. Stanfield and McMurray walking out arm in arm, arm around shoulder, side by side. back out onto the field. Love that. Volker, redshirt senior, 6'1", 215 out of Granite Bay, California, a transfer from Long Beach State. This is his third appearance of the season. He went 2/3 of an inning Friday against Seton Hall, then 2 1/3 against Lehigh. Only threw 8 pitches in the opener against Seton Hall, 31 against Lehigh. So for the year, 3 innings in 2 appearances, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 5 strikeouts. He has given up 1 home run. And so Zach Volker is the new pitcher. Last year, 15 appearances, 13 in relief, 43 2/3 innings. He had 32 strikeouts. He was 4-1 with a 6.18 earned run average last season. So Zach Volker is on. Whitlock goes 2/3 of an inning. Auburn tagged him for 3 runs on 4 hits. He walked 1. He gave up a couple of home runs and a double. 32 pitches, 18 for strikes for Whitlock. And now Volker will try to slam the door here on Auburn expanding its lead.
Yeah, in the bullpen, at least a couple thrown into right field.
Yeah.
One of those thrown to the backstop during his warm-ups.
Okay.
Let's see if Cobb had some issues trying to catch him in his pregame throws.
Pitch. Little low under the knees. Ball 1 to Hall. Hall sees the strike zone well. He had an RBI single his last time. Christian 1 for 3 tonight.
Yeah, and still got the middle open, where he went the last time.
Righty-lefty matchup. Runners lead from the bases. They spin, they throw back, they got him. Yep, they got Stanfield. He was dancing off the bag way too far. And they spin around and they pick him off at second base, and that is how the inning comes to a close. So Stanfield is picked off. 2-6. Asking for a review. Yep, they're going to pull Iowa off the field and review this call. The call on the field was out, and we'll see if there's enough evidence to overturn it. Boy, for Auburn's sake, you hope so, because 2 on in scoring position here for Hall is a big opportunity.
Absolutely. It looked like they just they ran a perfect play right there, and caught Chris a little bit too far off. Got in behind him.
Psychologically, with McMurray at third, you're a little limited in what Stanfield could realistically do there.
Yeah, you're not stealing third.
Right.
And he's going to score from pretty much anywhere, especially as deep as this alpha is playing. So just got off a little bit too much.
Again, a reminder, tomorrow's game starts an hour later than originally scheduled. It'll be a noon Central start. We'll be on the air at 11:45. After review, they say the call on the field stands. So Stanfield picked off at second, and that's the third out. So Hall will be at the plate to start the 8th inning. Well, how things change. Auburn scores 3 times on 4 hits, including 2 home runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the 8th inning. Your new score, Auburn 5, Iowa 3. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
We're very glad to have today Auburn University's president, Dr. Chris Roberts.
You, for example, Andy, you interface with various people on campus in different ways, and your thread weaves and touches different people's threads in different ways at Auburn, and that makes up your Auburn experience. And another person does that in another way, through a different set of experiences. It may not ever interface with your thread, but somehow or another, this all gets weaved together into this wonderful, beautiful tapestry that is Auburn. I'm just really overwhelmed at how beautiful this place is in terms of how it affects other people. And so I, myself, my thread has been touched by so many different people through the years, and it's just made for a really rich experience for me. I want that for our students.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Well, as we move to the 8th inning, if you dozed off at all, if you dozed off at all and you missed, Auburn scored 3 times in the 7th inning. They lead now 5-3. Tigers on top. Cam Tilley goes back to work here in the 8th. Defensively for Auburn, it is Derek Fabian entering the game defensively. Remember, Green was pinch hit for in that 7th inning. So Fabian is in at third base. First pitch, breaking ball from Tilley, a strike to Kopp, 0-1. Wind in the delivery. Another breaking ball, another strike. Same spot. Nothing in 2 to Kopp. Tilley retired the side in order in the 7th. He's back out there for the 8th. Kopp has walked, he has struck out and grounded out the pitch. Fly ball center field, hit well. Stanfield breaks back though, he got a good jump on it. He tracks it down, a jogging catch, couple of steps shy of the warning track. Just right of straightaway center, and that's the first out of the inning. That's well struck by Kopp, but this is a huge center field area. And Stanfield got a good jump. Out number 1. Reese Moore, now the hitter. Moore is 0 for 3. Couple of strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch, breaking ball, low. Cam Tilley, the freshman, in his 3rd outing of the season. From the wind, plants, fires, swing and a miss. Moore way out in front of the off-speed pitch. A ball and a strike. Iowa plays Virginia in the 2nd game of the day tomorrow. 1-1 pitch. Check swing, ground ball, tough play, fielded by, no, Weiss didn't field it either. I don't think he was going to have a play. Once it got past Tilley, there was really no chance there. Cam's momentum had him go to the other side of the mound. Ball just to the left as we look at it from behind the plate. A check swing single for Reese Moore.
At least the 3rd one of those tonight where you're going, now you make a great pitch, and it's hit exactly where it has to be for Iowa to get a base hit out of.
Kind of a continuation of what we saw in the UAB game Tuesday, with over half of their hits being infield hits. 3 of the 6 tonight have been well struck. The other 3 not so much. Here's the right-handed hitting Guerin. First pitch is upstairs to Guerin. 1 ball, no strike.
Ground ball right here would be ideal.
Yep. Tilley has not gotten one of those yet for an out. That last play was a ground ball, obviously, but Guerin has walked twice and he has singled. Infield plays him to pull. Not quite a shift, but close. Big cut and miss at the off-speed pitch.
Heavy, heavy dose of sliders right here for Cam Tilley. See if you can get him to roll over 1.
1 ball, 1 strike to Guerin. He's like Caglione at Florida. He looks like he's waving a toothbrush in the batter's box. Stretching the 1-1, a wait, throw to first. That's a close play. About a waist-high catch over there by McMurray. Just a blink late. Huge hole on the right side. Hernandez is still to the right of the bag at second, but only by a little bit. Another throw to first. This one even a little bit closer. Lower throw, catch tag applied, and still safe. Auburn 5, Iowa 3, top of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. It's high, 2-1. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Two balls and a strike to Guerin, the Iowa first baseman. Tilley looks and deals. And missed high with a breaking ball there, 3-1. Tying run at the plate for the Hawkeyes here in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, got Will Cannon starting to throw a little bit here. I thought, hey, if Cam Tilley could, that ground ball, if you get through that, maybe you get into the 9th and let him try to finish things. Now, I think if you get a ground ball, he'd go back out there. But I think one more runner here, and you're probably going to get Will Cannon closer to being in this game.
Everett Tieford, first-year pitching coach for the Tigers, brings the entire infield in. Second coach visit for Auburn tonight. Let's give you the rundown of what the Tigers have done on the mound. Chase Alsop got the start, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, struck out 5 in 3 1/3. John Armstrong then, no runs, 1 hit in 2 2/3, 2 strikeouts. Tilley, an inning and a third thus far, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. To this point, the bullpen at 4 innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. But Guerin has a 3-1 count on him. Meeting is over. Everybody's ready. Decent lead at first for Moore. Stretched by Tilley in the pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner.
Auburn got a break right there.
Yep.
I think he gave him some of that zone. Hey, now make it pay. Make it pay off right here and throw another good pitch.
See if he works away again or tries to come back in.
I think you got the same pitch here. He gave you a little bit more and make him try to chase one.
3-2 pitch. Fastball threw it by him.
Yes, he did.
Swung on and missed. Inner half heater. Strikeout number 10 for Auburn pitching tonight.
That had some giddy up to it right there.
Reared back for a little extra.
And bowed up a little bit on the mound after that one. You can see him kind of puff his chest up some right there. That was a big pitch in a big situation.
2 outs. Now Wilmus, 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a line out. First pitch, slider, strike 1. Coach Thompson earlier in the week said he hoped that Auburn had the biggest contingency here in Jacksonville. The Auburn fans are making noise. 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Early swing and a foul. It's 0-2. That's strike 3. And maybe even the second strike. Started swinging the pendulum a little bit back Auburn's way for Tilley on the mound.
Last time he went heater with 2 strikes. That was a slider down and in. See if he goes fastball away right here.
The stretch. The pitch. Bouncing ball to short. Weiss gloves, goes to Hernandez for the force. Inning over. After the visit to the mound, Cam Tilley, the freshman, shut it down. He struck out Guerin. He got Wilmus to roll into a fielder's choice, and Auburn will take its 5-3 lead to the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. To the bottom of the 8th, 5-3, Tigers on top. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Hey, this is Kevin Tuthope, owner of Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. It's basketball season, and we've got you covered with 77 TVs to watch all of your favorite games. Come in and enjoy ice-cold beer and your favorite wings with our happy hour specials from 11 to 6, daily Sunday through Friday. Want to have a watch party to cheer on your Auburn Tigers? Call in and reserve a spot on our new patio for your group party. And the NCAA tournament is right around the corner. We are your official March Madness headquarters with all games televised. Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. War Eagle.
Take it from me, basketball season is a grind. That's why it's great to get away and recharge in my Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games and highlights on my flat-screen TV. Ah, relaxation. Check out the official truck of the Auburn Tigers at your local Ford dealer and tell them Bruce Pearl sent you. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
5-3 Auburn. Christian Hall was at the plate when Stanfield was picked off at second to end the 7th inning. So it'll be Hall, Hernandez, and Mainers. And then if anybody should reach, Derek Fabian will get an at-bat. Auburn was able to get a couple of runs off of Brecht. And you could see even in the 6th, I mean, Jason, there was never a time. Brecht retired the first 7 batters that he faced. Then he walked Mainers in the 3rd. And really from that point on, Brecht still had plenty of success, but you could just see a little different attitude out of Auburn after that very first base runner.
Yeah, it changed the game. And Auburn had opportunities, but they inched their way back in. We talked about that by just staying in the game. They stayed in the game, gave themselves a chance,
And now they will.
That's called a ball.
Yeah, that's an illegal pitch. Wasn't a pitch, an illegal movement. It's called a ball by the home plate umpire. Iowa's head coach comes out. He wants an explanation. So it's 1-0 on Christian Hall. Hall 1 for 3 with an RBI single. 2 homers last inning. Mainers led off the 7th, and then a few batters later, Bobby Pierce, after they kind of pitched around Ike Irish, Pierce made him pay. Zach Volker. The third pitcher of the game for the Hawkeyes. Right-hander ready. Now he goes to work. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball. Oh, boy. That's a generous strike call. 1-1.
Yeah.
Wind, a herky-jerky delivery here from Volker in the pitch. That is hit hard and deep and gone way out of here. Oh my goodness. Hall clobbered it. And Auburn leads 6-3.
Yeah, he might have had to been sitting in the club seats in the end zone to catch that one. That ball was mashed to a really deep part of a deep ballpark, and he just turned and looked. There was no doubter.
Man, oh man. Auburn's third home run off of the Iowa bullpen. Tigers haven't been cheated the last inning plus, have they?
They have not. And much better swings, and he extended his arms, and it was over with.
Now here's Javon Hernandez. Tigers lead 6-3. Hernandez takes a strike below the knees. It's 0-1. I shouldn't editorialize the strike zone. There's a framed graphic outside the press box. So the commissioner of baseball before a World Series like 70 years ago. First the pitch. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's the speech that he gave to the broadcasters before the World Series began. And it talked about how the players this year are the best at what they do, and the managers are the best. The pitch to Hernandez. That's lined into right field. That's a base hit. Javon has his first hit as an Auburn Tiger. A single to right. Hernandez is aboard. Good for him. He's had so many quality at-bats to start this season that just haven't resulted in hits, and that one does. Anyway, long story short, the commissioner said to the broadcaster, just report. Just report. Don't editorialize.
Yeah.
The umpires, the managers, the players won't come out and critique your job. Just report the facts.
I think we'll see the lefty now.
Yep.
A guy that we thought we would see early on. I think it is. I'm going to let you go with that one. 16.
All right, we'll do our best here after the timeout. Auburn leads 6-3, 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers on top here in Jacksonville, and Iowa makes the live sports radio call to the bullpen.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cooks today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
All right, the new pitcher is a freshman from Quebec. And he has a Canadian name, if you'll pardon me for saying so. 6 feet 200, freshman left-hander, Elliot Cadille-Lanoux.
He'll be ECL from now on.
Yeah. Cadille-Lanoux. That's Cadille-Lanoux. I'm sorry, can't even spell it correctly. Cadieuxlaноue. Cadieux-Lanou. Elliott is the fourth pitcher of the night for Iowa. Elliott pitched against Loras Tuesday night in the midweek game. 1 hit, no walks, no runs, 1 strikeout. He threw 25 pitches in 2 innings of work. He's on with 1 on and nobody out. And so we'll get our first look at the lefty. Cadieux-Lanou. Here's Mainers. He got the rally really kick-started with a homer last inning, and he shows bunt.
Really good idea.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, new pitcher.
Didn't make contact, so it's strike 1, but you're right. New pitcher, get the infield scrambling a little bit.
Hey, and I won't be shocked to see him try it again.
Yeah.
First base hold. Second baseman's playing deep, double play depth. You get the ball by the pitcher, it is a base hit.
Yeah, if you drag one to the right side, or just get it to the right side. Yeah. Showed bunt, it's way outside, pulled the bat back. He was trying it again. 1-1 the count to Mainers.
He had a ton of bunt base hits at Jacksonville State last year. So it's a guy that handles the bat really well, and they believe in him doing that.
6-3 Tigers. Mainers again pulls the bat back, takes way outside. Sometimes that can affect a young pitcher too, even just changing your stance.
You're thinking about, hey, I've got to get to this area because he knows where everybody's playing, so it speeds you up a little bit. He looks like he's sped up those last couple pitches.
Cadieux-Lanou looks at first, comes home. Outside, ball 3. Derek Fabian in the on-deck circle.
Now you might just show one and take a pitch right here.
Tello in on the grass at third. He bunts it foul back behind the plate. On the ground, but foul. And now the count is full. Right-hander throwing in the bullpen now. It really is shocking that on that side, the bullpen catcher is set up almost on the line. Throw to first, nearly got away from Guerin over there.
Yeah, how much different the field is set up on the right side with the stands coming in.
Yeah.
They've had to angle the bullpen back towards the playing surface, whereas it's kind of straight down the line a little bit on the home side.
3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4. Good at bat by Mainers. He's been on 3 times. They're at first and second and still nobody out. Chance for the Tigers to kind of blow this open a little bit here.
Yeah, I won't be shocked to see another bunt here, or a attempted bunt. Try to get runners up to second, third. Right now, any insurance you can get would be huge, especially getting to the top of the order with Cooper Weiss. I think I was expecting it for sure.
Derek Fabian's first plate appearance here tonight. Fabian is 3 for 10. He has driven in 6 runs this year. 3 starts in the first 4 games. He shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1 low.
Yeah, struggling to find the strike zone right now, and everything's down and low, which is good for the bunt attempts. But you're Derek Fabian right here. You got to make the third baseman field this ball. That's your one goal right now, is to bunt the ball to the left side and make the third baseman field this.
In come the corner infielders. They're well onto the grass. Fabian bunts it left side, fielded by the pitcher. Only one play. It is high, but it is grabbed by the second baseman, Mitchell, who gets back down on the bag in time. Sacrifice for Fabian. Executed perfectly, 1-4 on the putout. He's retired, but Hernandez to third, Mainers to second. You got 2 in scoring position with less than 2 outs for Cooper Weiss.
anything you get right here is really big because it eliminates losing on one swing.
Yeah.
So if you can get to that 4-run advantage right here, base hit scores 2 without question.
And
infield in.
And the infield is in. Yep. Pitch to Weiss. Strike. Fastball through there, 0-1.
This one, you just get a fly ball. I mean,
yeah.
That's Javon Hernandez at third, runs really well. This such a deep outfield here. Just get the ball up in the air right here, and you've done your job.
Pitch. Inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-3. Auburn leads on the strength of 3 home runs in the last 2 innings. Mainers and Pierce in the 7th, Hall here in the 8th. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Weiss at a slider, and it's 1-2.
I think Cooper's trying to hit that fly ball, but a little bit deeper than sacrifice fly depth.
The 1-2. Grounded foul. Weiss stays alive. You know, these infields are, I guess they wouldn't be as firm because they took some moisture, but they're still
covered up.
They're
It'll
covered
be
up.
pretty quick. It'll be And even the outfield. I mean, we saw it last night. It's a short grass, so it's pretty firm.
1-2. Way high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just wonder on one of these with the infield in, could you pound it into the turf so hard?
Well, Javon,
if
he's on contact, then he might be able to score unless it's just smoked. And he has smoked 2 balls right at the second base bag.
2-2. High pop, shallow right. Is it deep enough?
I think you're going to take a chance. Right
Wilmes makes the catch. Hernandez breaks. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. Just to the first base side of the plate, and Hernandez comes in to score. A sacrifice fly for Weiss, and Auburn extends its lead. It's 7-3.
The key to that play was the Iowa right fielder having to move to his side when he caught the ball instead of catching that moving to the plate. If he catches that moving to the plate with that throw, Javon Hernandez probably in trouble there, but he was moving sideways. He took some of the steam off of it, allowed him to get in safe.
That's exactly what happened. And now here's Irish. Mainers stayed at second. And now here's Ike. Irish has scored a couple of times. He has driven in a run. Auburn 7, Iowa 3, bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Hefty swing there from Irish. 0-1. 7-3 Tigers, bottom of the 8th. Kadiu Lanu looks to second, throws to second, and back goes Mainers. Looking ahead to the 9th inning, 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Mitchell, Huckstorf, and Seegers. The stretch, and the lefty throws to the shortstop, who's about 4 feet behind the bag at second. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Lefty, lefty here. Irish waits. The pitch to him is...
Must have been a little low.
A little low, yeah. That breaking ball looked like it might have dropped through the strike zone, but nope, 1-1. Irish scored in each of the last 2 innings for the Tigers. Reached on an error, scored in the 6th. Walked and scored in the 7th. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. It's 1-2. That pitch has been the 2 strikes here in the at-bat.
Yeah, opposite field, other way right here. Ike Irish inside out. That's that 2-strike approach.
And the 1-2. Low with an off-speed pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Freshman lefty, sophomore hitter. Here's the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball. Elevated 3 fastballs in the at-bat, and Irish missed all 3 of them. So that'll do it for Auburn in the 8th, but the Tigers tack on 2 more runs. A Hall homer and a sacrifice fly by Weiss. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, one runner left on base in the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. Tigers need 3 outs to win it and move to 5-0 on the season. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Need great gifts for your family, friends, clients, and colleagues? You have to try Buff City Soap. Their soap, oils, body butters, bath bombs, candles, wax melts, and laundry soaps are delightful. Pick from a variety of handmade goodies with plant-based ingredients that delight your skin and smell wonderful. See partywithbuff.com to schedule your party or visit buffcitysoap.com to check out their many alternatives. Try the free short-term parking at the 320 West Magnolia Avenue building in downtown Auburn and fall in love with Buff City Soap.
We go to the 9th inning, and Auburn goes to the bullpen for Will Cannon. Save opportunity for the junior from Phoenix City. 6'1", 201, right-hander. Pitched Saturday against Eastern Kentucky. Struck out 3 in the 9th inning of the win over Eastern Kentucky. 1 inning, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Last year, 3-2. 49 innings, 54 hits, 24 earned runs, 28 walks, 44 strikeouts. Teams hit .289 against Will Cannon a season ago. Preseason Stopper of the Year watch list, and as competitive as any reliever you'll find. Cannon really embraces and looks forward to this role to get the last 3 outs of a ball game. Cam Tilley, really good again in relief for the Tigers. 2 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, no walks. Tilley threw 29 pitches and 20 of them for strikes. So now Cannon faces Gable Mitchell. First pitch, strike on the inside corner with a heater. Left-handed hitting Mitchell has doubled and scored, sandwiched between a couple of strikeouts. High pop, foul ground. Irish gives it a look, but that's well out of play. And almost directly over us on the overhang. Cannon ahead 0-2. Tomorrow's game, noon Central. We're on the air at 11:45 all across the network. These guys will be trying to get back to the hotel quickly and start the rest and recovery. Pitch. Foul. He fought off a fastball up and in, fouled it off to the left. Still 0-2. Huckstorf waiting on deck. The delivery. Fouled it off the end of the bat. Mitchell staying alive. Auburn pitchers tonight, 10 strikeouts. Long look in by Cannon. He's ready. He deals. And he throws it over everything. Over Irish and all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. From first aid care at today's game to cancer care at the Spencer Cancer Center. East Alabama Health's a team player you can rely on day after day. Pitch. Oh, he grounded it foul off the end of the bat. Well, credit to Mitchell. He's battling here in the 9th. Auburn and Wichita State tomorrow. Excited to see Joseph Gonzalez in his 2nd start of the year. 1-2 on the way. Fouled back, climbed the ladder, got a piece of a high fastball. It was cold last Saturday back home. Looking forward to see Joseph in a 70-plus degree day here tomorrow.
See if Will can go off speed right here. He's been jumped on fastball, 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 fastball.
1-2 pitch, swung and missed.
There it was.
Got him with a breaking ball. Strikeout number 11 for Auburn pitching. K-Counter brought to you by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one.
Good adjustment there.
Yeah.
He's been sitting fastball, just kind of hanging on. You knew, hey, if I can get this anywhere close, he's going to be swinging, and he was.
Huckstorf, the number 9 hitter. He is the only Hawkeye with multiple hits in the game. The pitch. Fastball, strike one. Cannon gets ahead again. Huckstorf tripled and scored in the second. Had an RBI single in the fourth. He's also hit into a fielder's choice. 0-1. Downstairs, 1-1 the count. Auburn basketball tomorrow at Georgia, 5 o'clock Central tip. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, Paul Ellen on the call starting at 4:30 tomorrow. The pitch. Strike on an off-speed pitch. 1-2. First of 2 games against ranked opponents this weekend. 10th ranked Virginia on the schedule for Sunday. The pitch. Just a little bit low. 2-2. Got the headlights of cars coming across the bridge way out in the distance. And the 2-2 pitch just missed outside. Well, the Auburn crowd wanted that one.
As did everybody else in attendance other than the people in yellow.
Yeah, it's after 12:30 local time, you're right. Here's the 3-2. Fastball swung and missed. Cannon with back-to-back strikeouts to start the ninth. And Iowa's down to its last out. It's the leadoff hitter, Michael Seegers. Well, you talk about a guy stalking the mound, competitive fire, that's Cannon. Seegers has singled. First pitch, strike, fastball, inner half, 0-1.
Will Cannon is juiced up right now.
Yeah.
He has some life to that fastball.
Yeah.
He's throwing on the inner half, too.
Single, a sacrifice bunt, or a squeeze bunt for a run. A line out and a strikeout. Cannon steps off. And now let's see. They'll rule that Cannon took too much time. And there's ball one. Now the pitch clock starts running again. Cannon to the wind of the plate. Outside and low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Cannon, the 4th pitcher of the night. Alsop started, Armstrong followed him, then Tilley. Now Cannon, the 2-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left center field. So Seegers has his 2nd hit of the game. And Iowa stays alive for a little longer. 2 out, single to left center. Now here's Sam Peterson. Auburn does have to face Peterson one more time in this game. He's 0 for 3, couple of flyouts and a strikeout. He was hit by a pitch back in the first. He does not have a hit in the ballgame.
See if Cannon can get back to that slider right here. I know he's a fastball guy, but
first pitch, fastball, strike 1. Maybe now.
Yeah, I think, see if you can get a rollover ground ball right here. Obviously, he's a strikeout guy, but
Peterson, a right-handed hitter. Cannon plants, fires. Fastball low. Evens the count, 1-1. After the game, it's the Regions Bank post-game show. Comments from head coach Butch Thompson from down on the field. Tigers get one more out. We'll hear from a couple of players as well. Fastball, check swing. Yeah, he went around. Jason Johnson, the first base umpire.
Understands the plan.
Yeah. He might have checked his watch.
I don't know what we have to write down here with 2 strikes, 2 outs, a warning to the dugout.
Yeah, he just warned the Iowa dugout. They did not agree that Peterson went around. All right, a ball, 2 strikes. Tigers need one more strike to get the win. Auburn crowd behind Cannon. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, right field, well hit. Pierce is back, and that is out of here.
Fastball.
That's a 2-run homer for Sam Peterson. And Iowa trims their deficit in half. How big were those runs Auburn got in the 8th inning?
We're talking about insurance. There's your insurance right there.
Yep. 7-5, our new score.
Another 2-out, 2-strike hit.
Yeah. Every one of their hits, with the exception of the single by Seegers and the 8th inning single by Moore. So 6 of their 8 hits have come with 2 strike. And now here is Tello. First pitch, waved at and missed. Went after the slider. 0-1.
I think, if you will, you got to get back to the slider. You're trying to end this thing as quick as possible, but this is a really good fastball hitting Iowa team. We've seen that tonight. They have done a really good job swinging at fastballs.
Line in the pitch. Missed it. A little low. 1-1 the count. "20 pitches for Cannon here in the 9th. Shift is on. Hernandez directly behind the bag at second. The pitch. Ground ball, left side. Weiss, gloves, throws, in time. Ball game over. Auburn wins its first game of the Jax College Classic, coming from behind to beat Iowa by the final score of 7-5. Tigers win it to move to 5-0 on the season. 18th ranked Iowa falls to 3-2. Late home runs once the Tigers got to the bullpen, and that was the difference. 7-5. Tigers get the win over the Hawkeyes. Stay tuned. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it.